Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Bederin FM Bumpurugu, Clenham Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman, and Radio Wa in Wa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, the police administration makes a U-turn as the interdiction of COP Alex Mensah and 2 others is suspended. We'll tell you why. Meanwhile, the Police Professional Standards Bureau director warns the public against paying bribes to the police.
Tell your relatives, tell all your friends, you are not supposed to pay any bribe to any policeman or policewoman.
Also, the Ghana Highways Authority will begin pulling down deactivated toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway today.
We recorded some accidents here which resulted in a loss of lives. And as an authority, it behoves on us to take necessary measures to address those safety concerns.
Daryl, what's in business?
Banks to scale down on lending due to current economic environment. We have details on the Joy Business Report, Mamiesi.
And months after Joy News launched the Ghana Potholes Exhibition Series to draw attention to the deplorable state of some roads, it has started yielding results as Odoko residents get their roads fixed.
It was hell initially. I mean, unnecessary traffic congestion initially, but now I think there have been some improvements.
These are more coming up shortly. And in our first story, the Ghana Police Service has suspended the interdiction of its former Director General in charge of the Technical Department, COP George Alex Mensah, and also Superintendent Emmanuel Jebi and Superintendent George Asari. The 3 officers were initially interdicted in connection with a leaked audio recording allegedly plotting to remove the IGP. The matter is currently being investigated by Parliament, but there's a development on the issue. My colleague Samuel Imbura joins me with more. Samuel, why has the police suspended the interdiction?
According to a release by the Ghana Police Service, following the interdiction of COP Alex Mensah, Superintendent Emmanuel Eric Jebi, and Superintendent George Asari in connection with the leaked audio tape, the police administration would commence disciplinary proceedings into their conduct upon completion of the ongoing probe by Parliament. In order not to prejudice the ongoing probe, the police administration has suspended their interdiction. This has been signed by Grace Ansah Akrofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Director, Public Affairs.
Thank you, Samuel Imbura. Meanwhile, the IGP, George Ekufu-Dampare, is likely to testify before Parliament's ad hoc committee in Cameroon next week. Listen to Chairman of the committee, Samuel Atta-Achia, who says the committee does not rule out inviting him to give testimony.
It should not be one-sided, so it's a likelihood. If the presence of the individual will give relevance to the fact-finding exercise, we will do that.
So when are you likely to invite the IGP?
There will be the necessity to bring some people here. And if we have to bring the IGP, we'll do so.
In a related development, Director General of the Police Professional Standards Bureau, COP Lydia Donko, is urging the public to desist paying bribes to errant police officers. According to her, such actions are unprofessional and indictable in the service. She's, however, indicated that officers found culpable will be punished. She made these comments during an engagement with primary school pupils in Accra to educate them about policing with the objectives of instilling security consciousness in them. There's more in this report.
As part of the Snatch Them Young policing initiative recently introduced by the Ghana Police Service, pupils from the Police Depot Basic School were given a unique opportunity to interact and pose questions to IGP Ekufu-Dampare, fostering a deeper understanding of the Ghana Police Service among the young minds. During this educational session, the pupils were provided with insights into the ranks and structure of the police service by COP Habiba Chumesi Sapong, the Director General of the Welfare of the Ghana Police Service.
Almost all of us here came as constables. Myself, the IG himself. So you can come as a constable and you can also come as a graduate. So the decision is yours.
COP Lydia Donko, Director General of the Police Professional Standards Bureau, also participated addressing enquiries related to actions taken against errant officers and advising the pupils to encourage their parents not to engage in bribery.
Tell your parents, tell your relatives, tell all your friends, you are not supposed to pay any bribe to any policeman or policewoman.
Samuel Imbora's report. Now, later today, the Ghana Highways Authority will commence the removal of deactivated toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway that have been the cause of many accidents. Last weekend, one person was killed and several other passengers left with severe injuries. In reaction to a steady campaign by Joy News on the deadly nature of the booths, the Highways Authority will begin demolishing the booths today. His Director of Road Safety and Environment, Joseph Amejake.
We recorded some accidents here which resulted in a loss of lives. And as an authority, it behoves on us to take necessary measures to address those safety concerns. So we are here, we did some preliminary assessment of the works that are needed to address the problem. Today we are here to carry out a final assessment for work to commence tomorrow. So principally that's why we are here today. We want now to limit traffic, vehicular traffic, to the original motorway section of at the toll booth section. So we are going to block the extension that we have carried out.
And today, if you're using the toll booth on the Tema-bound section of the Accra-Tema motorway, please drive carefully and follow all road signs. Meanwhile, months after Joy News launched the Ghana Potholes Exhibition series to draw attention to the deplorable state of some roads in the country, the exercise has begun yielding positive results. One of the roads featured, the Odoko traffic light stretch, is getting repaired. Some road users and residents are excited.
It was hell initially. I mean, unnecessary traffic congestion initially, but now I think there have been some improvements.
My president said, now we done well for me, because the first time here is a rough, very, very rough, blocking the traffic. Now, the way it is now is good. Now, if we can't put for asphalt for in top, then we see say finish everything now.
We need to be hoping that it should go on there so that they will not just leave it just like that and go.
And away from roads, the opposition NDC and 4 other parties are in a race against time to secure an injunction from the Supreme Court to stop next week's re-registration exercise. The party filed a suit yesterday in an attempt to compel the EC to do its voter registration at the various polling electoral areas and not the district offices of the EC. But the National Communications Officer of the NDC, Sammy James, has been explaining to Raymond Akwan upfront the party cannot proceed to serve the EC because it is yet to get a date for the hearing from the Apex Court.
We have filed this writ. We've also filed an application for injunction.
Okay.
We've been told, very strangely, this has never happened in the history of this country, that we cannot be given a date for the hearing of the application for injunction because the Chief Justice has traveled, and the Chief Justice insists that she herself must give the date for the hearing of the matter, which is unheard of. And the one who may even ask that, Raymond, if the Chief Justice is even indisposed or unavailable, can't they delegate somebody to do that? And since when did the Chief Justice take over the duty, the basic responsibility of the registrar of the court? Because giving dates for the hearing of matters is the duty of the registrar of the court. So I'm afraid the matter, yes. We have been told that on Monday we will be given a date for the hearing of the matter on Monday. And once the date is given, the EC will be served. Once they are served, they cannot proceed with the registration on the 12th unless they do the right thing.
Communications Director of the NDC, Sammy James there. Now, the Electricity Company of Ghana has admitted it failed to properly engage customers before rolling out its massive post-pay billing estimates. Residents of Dome Plateau in the Ga East municipality of the Greater Accra region are enraged about what they perceive as exorbitant bills delivered to them by the ECG's electronic billing system. External Relations Officer Leila Abubakar says the company did not anticipate this issue. We'll hear from here, but first listen to residents of Dome Plateau.
Residents of Dome Plateau in the Greater Accra region are becoming increasingly alarmed by what they describe as the abnormally high electricity bills they are compelled to pay due to the implementation of electronic payment systems by the Electricity Company of Ghana. They have been on the ECG's electronic billing app since September 2022, but argue the app does not accurately depict their actual consumption, resulting in overbilling.
It's been about 12 months since we received paper bills for postpaid meters at least, because I know of other houses around here that have prepaid and they don't have this problem.
Well, we'll hear from Leila Johnson later in subsequent bulletin. She's been explaining that they didn't anticipate that problem to happen. And that brings us to the end of the bulletin. In our top story, police administration makes a U-turn as the interdiction of COP Alex Mensah and 2 others is suspended. I'm Amazing Amiche Thompson. Business is up next.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa!
Bobo, so how your engine now?
It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that.
Yes, so
somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched.
Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz?
No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer.
Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency.
Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman.
Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At Absa, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your Visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Kwame! Yes, ma. Inswane beto, shana chisho bola ni kogu gartenim na inswane mfanenko. Wate?
Yo, matema. Aji, mawo, obimro.
Awo, Kwame. Yeah, I'm out me bana pro.
Wa she, sisan super wate. Je zoom lion bola konko nubi. Nama zoom lion fa bola no. Never star 857 hash. Tia bola neka.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes na bonten father ma sanaba. Ma mene papa nnuanum na do for mo fie ne mo akwentom. Hwe bibia anya so amani ska ko fie se fancy da na fie for abefo jawsi no parking. Ebe men sujai casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how to nyina atwa. Hwe Sukasa see adan abroni for an affordable luxury homes. Or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Where you're fully gated or grants and communities. Or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities. Plus 24-hour security. Omo flexible payments and yeah, no my dear at casa. Plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick finances stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
I caught you, Kojo.
Detective Akwafu. Good morning to you.
The way you looked at my Messi.
Oh, how did I look at what did I say?
You didn't say anything. It was just a look.
What look?
I mean, the way you look, like, I don't know, the side of your eye, you're looking at her some way.
Because I couldn't afford to turn my head fully at that time.
No.
I had to use my
Very
peripheral
suspicious.
vision. Oh, this one there. Oh, no, not at all.
Anyway, good morning to you.
Good morning. Hey, what is this? Hey. Meanwhile, this is what we are talking about this morning, actually.
Yeah.
One of the three things we're doing this morning. You are a fine boy. I'm sure, in the workplace, these ladies are always, pinching your cheeks and ruffling your hair and, paying you all these compliments when you wear those your nice or soft clothes. Have you ever at any point felt harassed?
Have I at any point? Not here Joy.
Not here.
Not here Joy.
You were harassed elsewhere.
Tell
me about it.
Oh no. I can't believe you're making me do this. Well, that was somewhere, some other workplace.
Yeah.
This young lady comes, she's overly nice, wants to be around you, stuff like that. Says nice things, wants to do something extra. Or can I grab you this? Can I grab you that? Yeah. At a point, it feels very uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So, how did you handle it? Did you tell her she was harassing you?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
No, I don't know. Maybe I didn't feel the need to, but I just also made sure that I was very professional.
Yeah. I don't think you're alone. I think there are many, many people in many, many workplaces who are a little bit uncomfortable with the attentions that they get from some work colleagues. But they don't feel able to say so.
That's true.
For a number of reasons. I don't know about you, but there are some who tell me that, I don't want to say something, then they'll say, oh, this person there be some way. And then suddenly you become ostracized, and then people stop being polite to you, people stop wanting to work with you because they think you might put them in trouble.
But these games sometimes lead somewhere that we don't want them to lead to. And I think, frankly, there are some things we get away with here that if we're in the Western world,
we would not get away with them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, today, that video going around, the lady who was stopped by the police stopped while she was in an Uber.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. I'll show you. During the break. But it's a teaching moment, so we're going to use it to get some education. Also, EcoBank will be here later. We're looking forward to that. But right now, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Let's fasten our seatbelts for the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Happy Friday. Coming up this morning, banks set to scale down on lending due to current economic environment. We have details from the Ghana Association of Banks. Meanwhile, recovery of some banking stocks is expected to push the year-to-date return of the Ghana Stock Exchange up the rest of the year. Also, Cocoa Board issues new certificates to investors who participated in its bills exchange program, paving way for payment on new terms. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwao. Great to be with you this morning. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. First up, banks have indicated that they will be more cautious and scale down on lending because of the current economic environment. It follows revelations that commercial banks are now struggling more to recover loans. We're going to hear from John Ewah, who is Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks. He says that they will maintain good projects and deals will not suffer. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
If you are a bank and you are bullish on loans, you may be taking quite significant risks because of where the market rates are, and very good businesses can struggle during periods such as this. And you all have to be concerned.
So do I get from you that when it comes to the loans, you are now being so cautious than ever before because of the fact that if it's not handled well, things could affect you?
Of course, we are cautious. We want to make sure we do not unduly leverage the balance sheet in a manner that you sanction loans to.
You had John Ewah, who is Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks. There'll be a repeat of that conversation this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Cocoa Board has issued new certificates to investors that participated in its bills exchange program. The board, in a statement, maintained that this was done on Monday, September 4, 2023. The move will pave way for payment of interest and principals on these bills under new terms and dates. Meanwhile, the Finance Ministry has also announced a similar move for all investors that participated in the restructuring of the domestic dollar bonds and pension funds. The settlement for these papers was done on September 4, 2023. Now, recovery of some banking stocks is expected to push the year-to-date return of the Ghana Stock Exchange up for the rest of the year. The equity market has so far returned about 26% for investors, driven largely by a few non-banking stocks such as Total Energies and MTN Ghana. Speaking to Joy Business, head of Data Bank Research Alex Boahen said that the stock market has performed beyond analysts' expectations. He had a caution against some risks in the market.
For us, we think the market has performed beyond our expectations so far. And there is the risk that some investors may want to take some profit in some of the stocks that have possibly returned over 100%. As you know, some investors are not so greedy. Let me put it in quotes, and they want to, take profit. And if we see this trend happening, we could see some sort of correction in some of these stocks, and that could possibly weigh down on the market. But as I mentioned earlier, the general expectation is that we should see the market actually continue attracting interest because of the stability that we are seeing in the economy, and also the banking sector. I think investors are looking at the banks on their own merit.
Head of Data Bank Research, Alex Boahen there. Meantime, the Ghana Stock Exchange is inviting businesses to use the BERS as an additional source of raising funds at lower cost. The managing director, Abna Amoah, said the rate of inflation and interest rates make the local BERS the best alternative source for raising funds. She was speaking to management and shareholders of Bayport Savings and Loans during a Facts Behind the Figures presentation.
Interest to us, and again remains open to you, Bayport. We see how interest rates have become expensive. We look at how you want to reduce your cost of finance, and we want to encourage you and your shareholder that the Ghanaian public is very interested in also participating in your equity capital. We'll be very thrilled to ring the bell when Bayport comes one day to the GSC and raises some equity capital, again reducing the cost of your overall funding.
Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Abna Amoah. The Ghana Revenue Authority has reviewed its approach in apprehending retail shop owners engaged in tax infractions. According to Assistant Commissioner at the GRA, Joseph Anand, this will help curb the suspicion of targeting shops. He made the disclosure after leading the enforcement team to arrest some 14 shop owners and managers and owners of retail centers defaulting on VAT in Accra.
According to the leader of the enforcement team, Assistant Commissioner Joseph Annan, the exercise is taking a different approach as the shop operators and some stakeholders have reached out to the GRA. He believes this will eliminate the accusations of selective justice against the team.
Because many times some of these people we visit, they feel they've been targeted. Because you come to a place, many of them are doing similar business, then some may even be bigger, but then you pick one or two. And the signal it sends is that probably they have been targeted, which is not what actually happens. So this time when we come to an area, we look around, those that are qualified to charge the VAT, we come and then we deal with them.
Some of the offenders have been collecting VAT from customers but refuse to pay to the GRA. This, according to Mr. Annan, is a serious offence of the law and will be dealt with as a special case.
Then we came to everything home. They are not registered, but they are charging the VAT, which is a serious crime. And I'm sure when we get to the office, the needed punishment will be exerted on them. Then we came to Calabar SAS Pub. They are also not registered, but they are charging VAT. We will also deal with them as the law requires.
The exercise is part of the strategy by the authority to increase revenue for the state.
You're listening to the Joy Business Report. West African insurance regulators are confident of the development of a favorable framework which will guarantee the cooperation of Francophone Bloc to promote a harmonized insurance space. According to the College of Insurance of the West African Monetary Institute, the cooperation of the Francophone Bloc will deepen insurance coverage in the sub-region and facilitate the smooth transition into a single currency by 2027. The Director of Financial Integration of the West African Monetary Institute, Suleiman Atal, has been speaking to Joy Business at the 6th College of Insurance Supervisors of the West African Monetary Zone.
For the Francophone countries in Africa, it's 12 countries. So CIMA is now, we participate in our meeting, we share experience with them, and also we decided something very important, to have a memorandum of understanding between the various supervisors, Ghana, Nigeria, but also with CIMA, because we still have a lot of companies with cross-border activities. Some are from Côte d'Ivoire, their activity in Ghana, so we need to have a good cooperation between the supervisors.
Suleiman Tal is a Director of Financial Integration at the West African Monetary Institute. The cost of yarns for kente production is on the rise, making the hand-woven cloth pricey. Patrons are likely to pay more for a range of designs of their favorite kente. Now, artisans and fashion designers are, however, specializing in reinventing the traditional cloth with a modern twist to encourage patronage. Today on the Business Journal, Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpong speaks with artisans who say the movement is expensive but will empower a wider range of styles.
It is fascinating to watch George Amwa in his antics of kente weaving. He is experienced in the control of the hand loom as his hands and feet move so quickly. He has been weaving kente for 20 years, encountering minor challenges. But 5 years now, the rising price of yarns has slowed his production.
Raw material, especially uhia color bidi juma, stores
The yarns come in different colors, but it is scarce on the market.
Say nipa baako pɛ ana the whole Ashanti region okra ahomane brain into the no pɛ ɛna wɔyɛ.
This is the cost and number of yarns needed to complete a set of standard-sized kente cloth.
Kono, soft cotton no baako 6 cedis, and a hard cotton no, and so 6 cedis 50 pesos.
A cone of soft cotton is 6 cedis, hard cotton is 6 cedis 50 pesos. Rayon is 7 cedis, but silk is hardly found on the market. The quantity depends on the design one wants.
We use 3 packets, and I be ye or bad ye baako. Na bear man so the no use 5 packets. Now sometimes so yani depende design kura or yeno.
Despite its rising cost, Kente outfits have become the norm, with designers going all out with your A game. Senanu Alomenu is CEO of Sena Creation.
As a designer, I've been able to go through what has been in existence and what is coming up lately. I've seen a lot of innovations and a lot of techniques that are being used in weaving this kente as I study them and use them for my apparels. And if a client comes to me for an apparel, I'm able to bring up a concept that will match the occasion that the client is looking out for.
Once reserved for African royalty, kente cloth is becoming a familiar pattern in American culture. Freelance journalist with the BBC, Ama Prempe traces and narrates the history of kente in a documentary.
Virgil Abloh, he's passed away, but you saw him merge kente over a suit. You are seeing kente on the covers of Vogue. So kente is being used in the West, and the question now is, do people actually know the origin of where kente comes from? I wanted us to reclaim kente with all its culture, history, and symbolism.
Original kente will perhaps continue to be a luxurious fabric as it projects a status of wealth and identity. For Joy Business, Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
And that's our report this morning. Before we go, a quick update on the markets. So let's begin with the commodity market. Crude oil lost marginally, trading at $89 a barrel. Gold went up by $5. It's trading at $1,924 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $3,162 a ton after losing $40 on the currency market. I told you, Kojo. On the currency market, the US dollar going for 11 cedis 53 pesos. The pound going for 14 cedis 80 pesos. And the euro going for 12 cedis 48 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Happy Friday. It's a Friday. You can get away with it.
I don't know if I can. What was going on? Oh, goodness.
Oh, it was Mami's you're talking to?
It's 6:32. Time now for inspirational song. And I've got something from Minister Michael Mahendere. I love the name. Mahendere. Hey.
I think it's from Zimbabwe or something.
Okay. It's called Salt of the Earth. This is one that you know, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I thought so. All right. It's our inspirational song. It's brought to you by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. Oh, by the way, look out for our live Say It Right today.
Okay.
Yes. Interactive Say It Right.
Nice. I'll be on standby for that.
All right. Here's Michael Mahendere with Minister. Oh goodness, it's the Super Morning Show on Joy. Today, lots of things to talk about. Bit of education coming out of that video of the lady in the Uber who was stopped by the police. We think it's a good chance to teach people what to do and what not to do when you're encountering the police, and also what the police are allowed
before, right?
and not. Yes, I heard about yours too.
Your Uber was stopped. You were searched.
I mean, I think the guy was trying to talk to me, but me, I was listening to a podcast, so I was not looking up. Mostly they speak to the drivers, right? Because those are the people they have the business with. Then he asked me to get out because he tapped on the window very close to me. So I got out there. In fact, first he asked me to, he will search me because I should bring out what's in my pocket.
Okay.
I was watching because I was actually wearing shorts, so I thought, clearly what's in my pocket pretty much visible, so it won't be a problem. Then he watched me, then he mentioned my name, so he knows me, so I should go.
You will no longer search.
Yeah, so I was confused because this was a very short engagement anyway.
Okay.
And this was around dummy, so I wasn't thinking it was,
What if they have reasonable cause to believe that you're either carrying something illegal, or maybe something is missing and they have reason to believe that that thing that is missing is on you?
So when we moved, I thought he was stopping other cars, but he was not doing so.
Okay, so this was a random thing.
Yeah, so you get my point.
They have the power to do many things like that.
It's almost like the way the US people, when you go to their country, then it's whether they are using pot belly or whichever criteria, then they stop some people. They are checking.
Anyway, shall we do the Drive Safe campaign?
Yes, it's brought to us by Joe News and Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. You know, when it comes to the traffic lights, because I got a reminder again about the Achimoto overhead, it's like same issue, it's just a different day. That's what it is. So please drive safe and remember that some of the traffic lights are still not functioning, so drive safe.
And now that it's only obvious that it's when we say that they'll do it, we just have to be repeating them.
Yes.
All right, now today I thought we'd do something different for Say It Right, brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you. Do we have the theme song for Say It Right? Because I want us to do a live Say It Right today. Okay, so let's start the theme song.
Something must be done.
Oh, I love the song. All right.
Say his name.
I should say his name.
Say my name then. What has that got to do with that?
I think that's how people have been doing it. Then anyone will say it in the way. Say it in there, with style.
Oh,
yes.
I am not anymore. Maybe we should record her.
All right. So I thought today, just for a change, why don't you guys give us give us words that people often get wrong in defining or in using.
One came up recently. Recently.
Okay.
Severally.
Yeah. Severally. So I often hear people say severally.
Oh, I get it. By recently, you mean at the committee or commission or whatever?
In Parliament.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was actually a lawyer who said it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So severally is often used in Ghana to mean several times. So I called him severally. He didn't respond, right? Or, we've been to his house severally, right? Severally actually means separately, not several times. It means separately or individually. You see, the word several, it originates from sever. Sevrer, which is the original French, okay? But sever means to separate, okay? So severally means separately. So in legal language, you hear people say, oh, you are jointly and severally liable. That means you are liable together, and then you are liable individually, okay? Jointly and severally. So that's what severally actually means. It does not mean several times.
Okay.
You know. And Ray, let's have one from you.
Yes, this should be a very difficult one.
Please,
actually.
don't give me a difficult one.
Yeah. Duplicitous. It's only being said by very big people, their word. Duplicitous.
Duplicitous. And again, we do hear that word often misused. I think people think it has something to do with double.
Yes.
Okay, so duplicitous means double or many.
This
or
action
numerous.
is duplicitous. You are repeating
You are
what has been
repeating.
done. Yeah,
Right.
clearly.
Well, actually, duplicitous means deceptive. Okay, or what's it called? Inaccurate or untrue. No, not inaccurate actually, but deceptive.
Yeah.
So when you are deliberately deceiving, okay, it comes from the concept of being two-faced. Okay, being two-faced, double. That's where duplicity comes from. So the verb is not the verb, the adjective is duplicitous, and the noun is duplicity, and it means two-faced, deceptive, untrue, not double.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's how you say it right.
That's it.
Okay. Let's get into the news review. Oh, let's end with the song.
Good job. Now you know how to say it right.
There you go. All right, let's do the news review. Is brought to you by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Let me start with the finance reporting this morning. CSO's laud implementation of cylinder recirculation model. There's women, children voices sidelined. In climate actions, it's a fatal error. This is the wife of the vice president speaking here. There is a certain refocus on climate issues. So CSOs are also refocusing basically their interests. And from now to God knows when, you hear a lot more of the money is going to the area of climate, right? So a lot of climate activists will be popping up in various corners. Generally, the idea of helping protect the environment is great. Making sure that we slow down the greenhouse emissions that we're actually in is also important.
But if somebody will pay you to do it,
it becomes importanter.
Yeah, but even if we're going to truly carry the things that we say on paper out, then we'll say, oh, that's fine. Because they're going to pay, but are we just doing it because of the funding and not meaning the many beautiful things that we say just to get the funding?
I get your point. Yeah, sometimes we do not really care about the concept well enough to make sure we get results. But there are realities on the ground. The weather is changing in ways that we all know. Farmers are struggling sometimes. In part, let's put Africa together. Even though we contribute about 5% to global emissions, the impact of global warming on us is disproportionately high. So that's something that we should be concerned about, and that's something that we should be working at. So we should be attracting the relevant funding, but it should not be made to look like it's an area that people have seen fresh area to make money. So they're just going into it. That's I get your point. Now there's one about NDC, 4 other political parties suing the AC. So this came in yesterday. So the main argument is that, from September 12th, right, the EC is going to do limited registration exercise.
Right.
This limited registration exercise will be happening at the district offices of the AC. If you put it together, the thinking now is that last year, there's a law that says that we should be doing a continuous or registration exercise every year. We didn't do it in the last 2 years. So the argument of the people is that there are a lot more people, and some are even estimating about 3 million. If the EC is thinking that just 1 million that will need help with registration, there's a lot more. So take it down to not the polling stations, but the electoral areas. Sometimes 4, 5, or even 6, sometimes 8 polling stations make up an electoral area. And sometimes the number is higher than that. So take it to, not the district. They have given examples that if you take places like Afram Plains and other places, especially rural constituencies, nobody will be willing to spend a lot of money they don't have to just go get a voter's ID. Look, you will be disenfranchising or suppressing voter what they call participation through that exercise. So that's the crux of their demand before the Supreme Court. Anyway.
Look, I understand both sides on this one.
Yeah.
And so the easiest solution is a compromise, where you understand the difficulty in certain parts of the country. And it's not like the EC doesn't know.
Yeah.
You have to travel to these places every 4 years for elections. So you know where, which areas are hard to reach, which areas people, would be a bit isolated for living in. So target those areas. Make it targeted. So for the urban areas, you can pick specific, districts or whatever, however they intended to do it. And then for these more remote areas, go to them.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to go to all of them. It doesn't have to be every village in the country.
That's true.
But the ones that are hard to reach, you know them. We know them.
And some even say, you see, people congregate mostly at market centers and other places. And there are days within communities that they do so.
Yeah.
So choose these areas, the centers close to them, so that when I move from my village for an economic reason to come and sell or buy, I can actually take advantage of that and continue with the registration. I hope you get the point.
Yeah, that's a sound idea.
I am looking forward to the time, and I've said this before, where, like they do in the UK, somebody sends you an email and insists that you should do registration. There's a form attached. Go through the process and do the registration. Because by Ghana Card and its referenced other alternatives, we have gone through a lot of people in the Republic of Ghana already having our database with government. It is very easy to convert that database and certify and use it for a voter ID.
Look, the thing is, that's what digitalization is supposed to achieve.
That's the ideal.
So, well, anyway. Okay. What else is in the papers?
The Daily Guide newspaper. You done? All right. Join us. NDC invites Alan. So this is an invitation extended to Alan Kyerematen, but is attributed to the NDC in the Ashanti region, and they mention Ofori Agyeman, as also known as Ken Zuba. He extended the invitation and said Alan is certainly not happy in the NPP. So according to him, he has realized that Alan decided to bow out of the NPP's November 4 presidential election due to constant maltreatment by the NPP fraternity. He's a former municipal chief executive of Obuasi. And so he says that, listen, come join us.
Yeah, you baby, I baby.
And I don't know. Ghana qualified for AFCON. IGP fires COP Mensah, 2 others over leaked tape. But I guess this headline, or maybe the paper came out before the reversal. Not many people know that. The police service issued another statement yesterday and said, I want to read the statement, right? And said that, well, these 3 persons that they initially announced that they had been interdicted are no longer interdicted. That they say that they want Parliament to finish its work. And then they will now begin their disciplinary hearings. So that's the new twist. Let me just read exactly what the statement said, signed by Grace Ansa Akrofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Director Public Affairs, and it says, update on police interdiction of 3 officers. Following the interdiction of COP Mr. George Alex Mensah, Superintendent Mr. Emmanuel Eric JB, and Superintendent Mr. George Lysander Asari in connection with a leaked audio tape, the police administration would commence disciplinary proceedings into their conduct upon completion of the ongoing probe by Parliament. In order not to prejudice the ongoing probe, the police administration has suspended their interdiction. I wonder if that effect, what they are preventing from happening, has not already happened.
But wait.
The police council.
Does this mean?
The police council is chaired by the vice president. They did sit on this committee and make this decision. The members that took the decision. This one that
I don't know whether this was a police council decision.
Because that's the group that can actually do so.
Is it only the police council that can interdict
to this level?
COP.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's very interesting, a very important question. Okay, but I'm just confused. So if the police is, say, investigating you, Raymond, for, I don't know, fraud.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just throwing out examples, right? Does that mean that your employer cannot interdict you or suspend you pending because your suspension will somehow prejudice the police investigation?
If, for example, the fraud you are talking about is something that they suspect I did it with my employers, and that they suspect that the people who are carrying out the act may equally be, by interdicting me, they are making it almost impossible for me to cooperate fully with your institution. Nobody should do anything to obstruct that process.
But how will interdicting you make it difficult for a separate institution to investigate you?
This leaked tape, it's been in circulation for how long? When did Parliament begin this probe? Didn't the police recognize, didn't they hear, didn't they see, haven't they also listened to the tape? Why didn't they start their investigations from then?
And some of the police officers before the committee are insisting, even the IGP leaked it.
Yes.
So that's what brings it, ideally, that's what makes it murky.
Yeah,
there
are so many links to this that
I want to know how the interdiction makes it difficult for Parliament to do its job. That's what I want to know.
No, there are lots of. I don't think it's that simple. There are many questions that we need to ask.
Why is it not that
the
simple?
police? Why are you doing? Why are you interested in doing this now?
Feel free to ask
why
those
were you
questions.
not interested in the tape before?
Feel free to ask those questions. An interdiction doesn't stop those questions from being asked. That's my point.
Interdiction
is supposed
on the
to be
work of the committee that is continuing.
It's supposed to be an administrative process. It is something we encourage every time somebody is accused of anything, and we believe that they are remaining in office or remaining in a certain position might influence the outcome of the work of that institution. That institution interdicts, and we encourage it. We don't like people staying in office while an investigation is ongoing. So if the police interdicts these officers, how does it affect Parliament, not the police, Parliament's ability to do their job?
Our issue, Raymond, is the fact that you're carrying out an exercise based on an ongoing work of an independent person. That's the issue.
How is that an issue? Yes. Anyway, let's do the online review. It's brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, and Goyle Good Energy. And today on myjoyonline.com, let's see. Got a bit of a... Yes, there we are. Okay, so Black Stars showed a good performance last night. I could hear the screams across the city. That was very interesting. Political competition should be geared towards excellence. And that's Fifi Kwete, who said that. Recently hosted him on Twitter, X space. Interesting. Alan's withdrawal is good news. I expect other contestants to follow. That's Nana Kumia saying that. All right then. So I guess it's time now for the BBC News, brought to us by
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy. No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank And now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Your search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASSCE, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
It's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that traffic. When there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. Then let me download it there. Yeah. Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile, easy does it. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
At bbcworldservice.com. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
The emerging science communication industry. We delve into the international business of science festivals and we find out what a science communication consultant does for a living.
Next, it's Hard Talk. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. The people of Sweden have had a lot to get their heads around in the last year. Membership of NATO hasn't happened yet, but it is coming, and that means Stockholm is rethinking its strategic posture. At home, power is in the hands of a conservative coalition which leans on the support of the far right. And when it comes to policy on migration, crime and free speech, Sweden's old liberal consensus is now fractured. My guest is Sweden's Foreign Minister, Tobias Billström.
This authority, when it comes to psychological defense, has registered over 1 million sharings on social media when it comes to the burning of the Quran. And it's quite clear that this is an operation where state actors tries to create division.
Tobias Billström on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Mali is observing 3 days of national mourning to remember more than 60 people killed in Islamist attacks on Thursday. Dozens of civilians died when a ferry on the Niger River was hit by rockets. Jihadists also killed 15 soldiers at a camp. The BBC's Julian Bedford says Wagner mercenaries operating under Mali's military government have not halted the Islamist threat.
The Russians have contributed some air power to the Malian military. Planes, drones, helicopters have all been supplied. But I can't see that the deployment of mercenaries has halted in any way the attacks by the Islamists. Indeed, over the past fortnight or so, one of the biggest towns in the region, Timbuktu, has come under a blockade by the Islamists.
Shares in Apple have fallen for a second day amid reports that Chinese government workers have been banned from using iPhones. The US company's valuation has fallen by more than 6% following the claims in the Wall Street Journal. China is Apple's third largest market and also where most of its products are manufactured. People living in Russian-occupied areas of Ukraine are being asked to vote in what the authorities are describing as local elections. The Ukrainian government says the polls are illegal. Paul Adams reports from Kyiv.
For the second time in less than a year, Ukrainians living under Russian occupation are being asked to go to the polls. Last September, Moscow orchestrated a referendum on the annexation of 4 partially occupied regions, a move widely condemned around the world. Now, in a further effort to integrate those areas into the Russian state, local and municipal elections are being held. The candidates are all pro-Russian or actually Russian and include governors hand-picked by Moscow. In some areas, early polling has been going on for a week, people often being asked to cast their votes in the presence of armed Russian soldiers. Ukrainian officials have warned people not to participate and say any Ukrainian citizens involved in organising the elections can expect to be punished in the future.
North Korea says it's built a submarine capable of launching an underwater nuclear attack. The South Korean military said it did not believe the submarine was ready to be operated normally. Jean McKenzie reports from Seoul.
In photographs released by state media, Kim Jong-un is standing in a shipyard, surrounded by naval officers and overshadowed by an enormous black submarine. Mr. Kim has been working to develop this submarine for many years. It's seen as a crucial part of his nuclear weapons program. Submarines are difficult to locate underwater, meaning having one could allow Pyongyang to strike its enemies from the sea after its land weapons had been destroyed in an attack.
Jean McKenzie reporting. World News from the BBC. Flash floods caused by unprecedented downpours have caused widespread disruption in Hong Kong and parts of southern China. Hong Kong and Shenzhen experienced their highest level of hourly rainfall since records began. Roads were turned to rivers, leaving vehicles submerged. Hong Kong has been hit by landslides. Officials say there are more than 80 people sought hospital treatment and several needed to be rescued. Indian officials say Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold bilaterals with 15 world leaders during this weekend's G20 summit in Delhi. Everyday life in the capital has been suspended. People have been told not to leave their homes for the next 3 days. Workers at 2 important liquefied natural gas plants in Australia have gone on strike. The walkouts, initially lasting 11 hours each day for a week, could bring further instability to world gas markets, still spooked by the impact of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Cuba says it's arrested 17 people in connection with an alleged human trafficking ring aimed at recruiting young Cuban men to fight for Russia in Ukraine. The government says the network's been operating in both Cuba and Russia. The head of criminal prosecution, José Luis Reyes, said those involved could face long prison terms or even the death penalty.
Las sanciones que están previstas en esta conducta delictiva son
The sanctions for this criminal conduct are serious due to the basis of the facts. Sanctions can be a sentence of up to 30 years and a life sentence. Also, the death penalty is established.
Russia has not commented on the allegations. King Charles has remembered his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, 1 year on from her death. In a message recorded for the anniversary, the King praised her devoted service and thanked Britons for the love and support they've shown to him and Queen Camilla. Charles also released a favourite photograph of his mother, taken by Cecil Beaton in 1968. BBC News.
Having a night out with your friends at the new bar in town, that's enjoyment. Getting massaged at the most relaxing spa session, that's enjoyment. And if you are paying with your Fidelity Visa card, then we are about to kill you with more enjoyment. Fidelity Rewards is here. Earn points every time you use your Visa card. Points can be used to redeem airline tickets, phones, tablets, gift vouchers, Visa merchandise, and make hotel reservations. And when you spend 100 Ghana cedis or more at Starbites, Melcom, Pizza Man Chicken Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or any supermarket, you get cash back. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch today. Get your Visa card, then go to www.fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program. Enjoyment awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
I sat up as the pleasant aroma wafted through the cracks in the door and into my living space. Whatever it was, smelled heavenly. I felt my palates open up to receive this very welcome guest. I mean, I had to taste. And as I rolled it around in my mouth, I realized I just loved the texture. And just like that, it was down my throat and giving my body life. I wanted more. Lele Rice does that to me every single time. Thanks, baby, for cooking today.
You're welcome. And as we continue to enjoy our favorite rice, Lele reminds us to observe all COVID-19 safety protocols because COVID-19 is still around. Lele, tasty food, happy family.
This advert is FDA approved.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city, when asked, cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
Loving you, girl, no girl.
Coffee in your cup.
Do you see the irony? Shit is so funny. Lady on my right, you feeling all nice. So she don't.
With your work.
Wait till I know her.
You don't know anybody. Get out.
We are using neutral.
By the way,
him?
There are two lovely young ladies on their way to school this morning,
wonderful.
riding with their mother. Hello and good morning, Angel and Abby Daisy. They are on their way to school with their mom, Ekia, and they love the Super Morning Show. Well, girls, we love you too, and thanks for listening. Raymond, you were saying something which I'm about to stop you from saying.
We agreed that we all know people.
Nobody knows anybody from anywhere. Let's get on with it. Today on the Super Morning Show, lots and lots of things to do. First of all, I think we have a teachable moment. All right, this young lady who got stopped in an Uber. She was a passenger, and the Uber got stopped by the police. They were doing the usual searches and routine stuff, and she filmed the whole encounter. Lots of lessons in there, of what the police is supposed to do or allowed to do in such a search, and what they are not allowed to do, what you as a citizen are supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. And today we're going to get a lawyer in just a moment to give us some very valuable education on how that all unfolds. Also, Are you one of those people who is very tactile? Tactile means, you like touch and, open feelings. Are you one of those people who turns up at work and, you give everybody a hug and, you're looking gorgeous, you're looking sexy, you're looking juicy? Do you say those things? Do you notice the prominence of your work colleagues' body parts and actually say them out loud? Are you one of those people who requests hugs? Are you one of those people who says, and this I've never, I don't know where it came from, who they eat? What does that mean? Anyway, but it gets thrown around in the workplace sometimes. Are you one of those people who says that, or has that been said to you? How does it make you feel? Do you get uncomfortable, or are you actually okay with it? Are you quite fine with it?
Do you walk straight to HR?
Do you walk straight to HR? So we want to know how you react to some of these things. It's very important that we get to it today on the Super Morning Show. So stay tuned for that and more. Also, Echo Bank will be with us. They've got something rather special that they think you should know. So stay tuned. We'll be bringing you all of that in the course of the show. From now till 10, we are all yours. Do with us as you will.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Namavi, you say waiting. All right. By the way, listen, let's do this now, okay, before we get into our messages. Let's very quickly say good morning to Gertrude Amoko Ama. Gertrude is a lawyer. She's a lecturer at UPSA Law School. Gertrude, it's so good to have you. Good morning.
Hello, Kojo. Good morning.
So we've all watched that video, okay? It's quite long. It's broken up into about 3 parts. And it catalogues this very interesting encounter between the young lady who was a passenger in the vehicle and the police. Lots of teachable moments. I think I'll let you walk us through it. First of all, how the lady handled the situation. Did she get anything wrong?
Thank you very much, Kojo, and let me also say good morning to your cherished listeners. This is not the first time I have been on this platform to discuss issues relating to the Ghana Police Service and the way that they tend to handle people that is suspect of having committed some crime or who have actually committed a crime. I have taken a look at the video in question, and I must say that I was quite appalled by the play out of events in that video. You have asked about the conduct of the lady in the video. In my opinion, I do not see anything amiss with the way that she handled the incident that she found herself in. I strongly believe that it is the right of every citizen to be very much aware of the reason why he or she is being restricted, detained, or even arrested by the police. There's absolutely nothing wrong with asking the police officer, what have I done? What is the reason for you stopping me? What is the reason for this restriction or detention that you are causing me to be in? So in terms of the conduct of the young lady in the video in question, I do not see anything amiss or anything wrong with her conduct. I do not see any instances of her being rude, any instances of her being uncooperative. Rather, it is the attitude or the demeanor of the police officers in question that I have a challenge with.
Let's talk
I do not
about
want
that.
to jump the gun. Possibly you will get there and you want to question me about that as well.
Let's get straight to it. I deliberately asked about the lady first because I wanted that out of the way. Now we can settle into the conduct of the police. Take it away.
Thank you, Kojo. Now, anytime I have the opportunity to speak on this platform about the Ghana Police Service, I always like to begin my submissions by saying that we very much, as citizens, as civilians, appreciate the work that is done by our men in uniform. Everyone feels protected when there's police presence on the roads, and other places. We do very much appreciate the work that they do. But that notwithstanding, there's clearly the need for professional conduct by the police in their dealings with us. From all indications, the work that the police does ought to be carried out within the confines of the 1992 Constitution, which is the supreme law of this country. Secondly, it is important, absolutely important, that the police carries out their work with extreme professionalism. And this is the reason or the rationale for this is quite simple. Their work usually involves restricting the rights of the people that they deal with, restricting the liberties of people. So clearly, in doing such a thing and in upholding the constitutional requirements of the dignity of all persons, it is clear that the Ghana Police Service ought to be very professional in their dealings with those that they suspect of having committed a crime, or even of people that have actually committed a crime. I watched with extreme shock, extreme surprise. I was totally baffled. And if the contents of the video are exactly what actually happened, especially at the police station, then there's a reason for all of us to be worried. I mean, the nature of the language. We all heard the swear words that one of the police officers in the video, uttered to this young lady. That is why I'm giving that caveat, that in the event what we saw in the video is the exact representation of what happened at the police station that day, then we have every reason to be worried as Ghanaians. To go to the extent of telling her that we do not have any right to explain anything to you, you cannot question us. I'm sorry, that is definitely not the case. We have every reason to know the reason why we are being restricted and detained. So clearly, in terms of the conduct of the particular police officers in that video, I don't think it was anything to write home about. They are very professional police officers that we tend to deal with on the roads and in other places all the time. But the conduct that I watched or that I saw in that particular video was absolutely nothing to write home about.
Now, here's the thing. The police are armed. They are not always interested in following the law themselves. So, as a citizen, exactly how much should you insist on your rights when you are dealing with people who have weapons, who are capable of using them and getting away with it? We've seen it happen before. How would you, as a lawyer, how would you advise citizens? How far should they go in insisting on their rights when dealing with police officers who are behaving in this way?
Thank you very much, Kojo. Now, one thing that I have always said in discussions of this sort to all of us is the fact that we also need to be cooperative in our dealings with the police. In as much as we have rights that we can accept when dealing with the police, we also have responsibilities. And a major responsibility in dealing with the police is to be cooperative. So when there is absolutely no need to unnecessarily, avoid cooperating with the police, one does not have to avoid cooperating with them. Now, you have mentioned the issue of weapons. Now, I'm very much aware that by their own standard operating procedures, there's a way that they are supposed to handle their weapons. There are very few cases where you have people complain that a weapon was waved in front of them or they were threatened with a weapon. I haven't come across many of such cases. But in dealing with the police, the advice that I have always given to colleagues, to friends, to clients is that in as much as possible, insist on your rights, all right, but at the same time, be very cooperative with the police. Like I'm saying, I haven't had many instances of people here in this country being threatened with the weapons that they use. But in the event that you find yourself in a situation like that, of course, exercise as much restraint as you can. There's always a remedy that is available. It is better for you to be alive and to be well and to insist on getting a remedy that is available to you than for something to happen with you and then there's no opportunity for you to actually get a remedy for unprofessional conduct by the police.
Now, if you just joined us, we're talking to Gertrude Amoko Ama. Gertrude is a lecturer at UPSA Law School. She's a lawyer, and she's helping us understand the do's and don'ts of our encounters with the police, especially when they do these stop and search exercises, which have now become the subject of a viral video. A young lady filmed one of such encounters, and some of the behavior of the police has really sparked public uproar. Right, Gertrude, let me ask you this. This lady filmed as much of this encounter as she possibly could. What's the advice here? Because we've all seen police officers either seize or destroy people's phones or, order them to stop filming. What does the law say about whether or not you can film an encounter with the police?
Okay. In recent times, there have been a lot of questions on whether or not you can actually film or record your encounter with the police. I do recall that in some time past, the police had actually commented on these issues themselves. Now, to the extent that the filming or the recording that you are doing is not hindering or it is not restraining the police from carrying out their duties, of course, you are allowed to film your encounter with the police. And there's very good reason for insisting on doing that. We have all seen the video of this young woman in question. We have seen other videos in the past where, people who are having encounters with the police have insisted on recording these encounters. There's absolutely nothing illegal about recording of these encounters. Like I'm saying, to the extent that your recording is not hindering or is not preventing the police from actually carrying out their duties. In this video that came out this week, we saw how this young lady carried out the filming, even while at the police station. And again, if the video, I keep saying, if it is the exact representation of what actually happened at the police station, then we saw that although she was filming, the police officers in question still had the opportunity to carry out whatever searches they were doing without any hindrances. So yes, civilians do have the right to film their encounters with the police to the extent that that filming is not in any way hindering the police from carrying out whatever duties that they are doing. And that is a right that they must be allowed to exercise, I must say.
So can the police use their discretion to say your filming is hindering their work and so they are seizing your phone, for example?
Of course, that is the question that comes up, because from my own submission, I try to make it clear that we are all under a responsibility to ensure that we do not prevent the police from carrying out their duties. Now, of course, the excuse that is likely to come from some particular police officers who do not want this to happen is that, hey, what you are doing is actually preventing me from carrying out my duties. But objectively, is this the case? Objectively, is this the case? We need to apply an objective test in arriving at a conclusion of whether or not a mere act of filming an encounter with the police is actually hindering them from carrying out their duties. So on the issue of discretion, I think that it is not merely the discretion of the police officer in question. The citizen who is also being, engaged by the police also needs to assess whether or not in that instance of filming, whether or not to him as well, objectively, there's some restraint that is actually being caused or some hindrance that is being caused to the police in carrying out their duty. So it is not up to the police to say that. The citizen in question also has a right to make that determination.
All right, this is how I'd like us to wrap up. We've got just a minute to go. So, can the police randomly stop a citizen and search them?
Okay, now this is a question that I think we have all been waiting to, to get some comments on. Now, let me start with the requirements, again, of the supreme law of this land, which is the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. Now, when you look at Article 14 of the Constitution, it is clear, or it has provisions for the protection of the personal liberty of all persons. Now, the Constitution makes it clear that every person shall be entitled to his or her personal liberty, and no person shall be deprived of this personal liberty except in certain instances that are listed under Article 14. Now, if you look at Article 14G, Article 14 clause 1G, One of the instances is that upon reasonable suspicion of you having committed or being about to commit a criminal offense under the laws of Ghana. So the Constitution allows your personal liberty to be restrained at a point upon reasonable suspicion of you having committed a crime or even about to commit a crime. Now, when it comes to searches of persons, and in this case, we are talking about searches without a warrant. The Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 Act 30 also has certain, provisions that ought to be followed. Now, under Section 93 of Act 30, you will realize that the law provides for the search without a warrant in certain cases. When the police or when a police officer has reasonable ground, and the emphasis here is on what? Reasonable ground, to believe that an article, which possibly has been stolen or unlawfully obtained, or in respect of a criminal offense which is about to be committed, there's some article which is being conveyed, is being concealed, or is being carried on a person in a public place. The police have the right to actually conduct a search of that article, which of course would be on someone. The point here is that the police, once they have reasonable cause to believe that an article is being conveyed by someone, and of course, how do they have this reasonable cause to believe that? They have their own intelligence, which we as civilians may not be privy to, but that is the intelligence that they work with. But the defining thing is that there has to be reasonable cause to believe that a person is actually carrying or transporting such an article which may be the subject of a crime that has been committed. In cases like that, the law gives them the opportunity to search whatever article that you may have on you without a warrant. Now, the next question becomes, in conducting those searches, is there a protocol that ought to be followed? Of course, there's a protocol that ought to be followed. And I strongly believe that I have had a chance to discuss these issues on this platform before. When you look again at Article 14, Clause 2 of the Constitution, it is clear that a person who is arrested, number one, restricted, number two, or detained, many a times we tend to focus on the aspect of arrest only without realizing that the Constitution also covers incidents of a restriction. The police stopping you, preventing you from moving as freely as you want without an arrest having necessarily been carried out, or even detained. You shall be informed immediately in a language that you understand of the reasons for the arrest, the restriction or detention, and of your right to a lawyer of your choice. So, Kojo, the point is that once the police have some reasonable suspicion of you carrying an article which may be the proceeds of a crime or which may have been obtained through some criminal activity or what have you, yes, they can't stop you. But it is absolutely important that they tell you the reason for that stop. They explain to you why they are actually restricting your movement, and they tell you your right to a lawyer of your choice. So you cannot just stop me and then say, I want to search your bag. For what reason? And that is why I believe that the young lady in that particular video did absolutely nothing wrong by asking that, why are you stopping me? It is a right of every citizen to ask this question. Why am I being stopped? Do I fit a description like he rightly asked? Do you have some intelligence? Do you have some reasonable cause to believe that I'm carrying on my person something which has been unlawfully obtained, or which is the process of a criminal offense which has been committed or which is about to be committed? These are very relevant questions that every citizen has every right to ask the police when they are stopped.
I want to say a big thank you to you, Gertrude Amoko. I'm a lecturer, UPSA Law School and lawyer. Certainly given us quite an education this morning. We appreciate it. By the way, this is going to be a regular feature on our show. We will take every opportunity to bring you practical legal advice about how to enjoy your rights as a citizen, and how to engage with the authorities, in all of such instances.
Yeah. Because just to say that, make sure you're present when they're doing the search is important. Yes. You must be present.
Very, very important. Yeah. Last thing you want is for something to happen on your blind side and then you become culpable for it. No. All right, it's the Super Morning Show. Lots and lots to come. Stay tuned. It all starts now.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
All right, so if you don't maintain your car engine, it will age faster. That's why Quartz engine oil is available for you. It's a breakthrough. It ensures optimal performance, and your engine's protection is improved as well, up to 74%. So listen, choose Quartz from Total Energies so that your engine will run efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
And as you know, the Sukasa Old Grandson Communities Affordable Luxury Housing Project is out. You can get a 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse. Starting price is $97,500 USD or its prevalent city equivalent. Also, the 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse, starting price $195,000 or its prevalent city equivalent. Call them and get a deal going. To get to Sukasa, please call 030-296-0865. Send WhatsApp to 055-369-7886. Visit their website or check them out on social media. Handle is Sukasa GH or send an email to info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trusts.
All right then, so Fidelity Rewards is here. You can earn points anytime you use your Visa card, and you can use those points to redeem airline tickets, hotels, cashback, phones, tablets, all kinds of Visa merchandise as well. Now, when you spend a minimum of 100 Ghana cedis at Starbites, Melcom, Chicken Man, Pizza Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or at any supermarket, you get cashback. Go to any Fidelity Bank branch today and get your Visa card. Go to fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program and be on your way to enjoying amazing rewards.
And we've been talking about the deals happening at Toyota Ghana. They've got some amazing vehicles with good deals along with them. So the dynamic Starlets, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuner diesel are the vehicles that come with some good discounts. And when you make the decision to acquire these vehicles, Toyota Ghana will also reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. So please speak to Toyota Ghana. Visit their showrooms here in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrade. Call Toyota Ghana on these deals on 0302-910-204. They have credit purchase also available. Toyota, superior quality.
Now, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Back to School promotion is on until October 31, 2023. So you get 10 to 15% off all school items, textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, and so forth in every branch: Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrade, Winneba, or Cape Coast. So call 0302-764-101 or email info@kingdomgh.com. The website is kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, so when you're buying those books, stationery, what the children will need to take back to school, you need cash. And that's why this deal is good. The Atiso Loans promotion by SG Ghana has been extended till September 29, 2023. SG has given you more time really to jump on this epic loan promotion. They are offering discounted interest rates on their loans to customers and non-customers, including employees on the controller and accountant general payroll. So dash into any of their 42 networked outlets or simply call them on 0302-214-314 and let them sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Atiso Loans promotion reloaded. Remember, it ends on the 29th of September. Remember, terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
All right, now if you're a Mercedes-Benz owner, here's some great news from Silver Star. You know, they've been the name behind Mercedes-Benz for 25 years, and they say you can now come and get a free inspection for your passenger or commercial vehicle. You get 15% discount on genuine spare parts as well. Ooh, not to be sneezed at. And you can visit any of their outlets in Accra, Graphic Road, Tema, Kumasi, and the promo ends on the 30th of September 2023. Terms and conditions apply. All right, well, you know what this means? This means it's time for us to bring you the Sports Center. We're doing something a bit different today. The nutrition line will come later, but in just a moment, Gary Al Smith has the headlines from all around the world of sports.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions,
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xBet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
It's a No, I didn't hear everybody on this one. I didn't hear everybody on this one.
Come on,
people try to accent themselves.
Come on, Bank of Africa.
Love it, love it,
That's
love it.
a Bank of Africa Kia.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of Bank of Africa, birthday message on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Whoa!
That's
whoa,
some good
whoa,
energy
the
there.
vim there. Kayla, how old are you? 8 years old. Wow, you're a confident young lady, Kayla. Very proud of you. Well done for your lovely efforts there. I wish you the very best of luck, okay? Okay. Today the Kaylings have put a big smile on our faces. Yeah, they really did. And Kayla was our big winner. Congratulations to Kayla on that big win. Very well done. Now, at the end of this month, you also will have a chance with your Kaylings to win from Bank of Africa. Strong as a group,
As close as a partner.
Speaking of Bank of Africa, we were standing here doing our thing. No, suddenly, our friend came in. Hello, friend.
Hello, Kojo.
It's very nice to see you.
Nice to be here too.
We've been hearing great things about you guys at Bank of Africa and all you've been up to.
Yes.
And the new SME center, the one in Osu.
In Osu, opposite Woodin.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great thing they are doing for small businesses in Ghana.
Yeah.
So what brings you here to our little village breakfast?
Oh, I mean, you guys have been doing an amazing job for Mother Ghana. And management and staff of Bank of Africa are very appreciative of you. So today we said, let's bring you some assorted wachi.
The speed with which I had to lower the fader on
To enjoy whilst we have a cool, slow and easy-going Friday.
Portia, where a guy, what's it? Hey! Gary, I hear you say you are going somewhere after this thing.
You say?
Oh, Portia, listen, we are so grateful to you guys at Bank of Africa. We love you so much. We think you're doing amazing things in Ghana. And we're so glad to be your friends, your partners, your watching mates.
Thank you.
And we know we'll be
Thank you
doing
to the
great
whole
things
team.
together in the future. God bless you. God bless you so much. Very thoughtful of you. Eh?
Yeah.
Round of applause for Bank of Africa. Woo! We love it. We love it. Okay, a few birthday wishes, and I've got a very special one. Today is the SMS Wives' birthday. SMS Wives. SMS Wives. 2 team members' wives are celebrating their birthdays today. First of all, a very special happy birthday to my sister, Mrs. Gifty Asule Owusu Odame. Of course, you are indeed the best thing that ever happened to us. We love you dearly. And that's from Sammy, Jaden, Jada, and the extended family. Me, I'm one of the extended family. I'm in there. And of course, it is Winston's wife's birthday.
Are you kidding me?
Auntie Barbara herself, Barbara Ananpra, celebrating her birthday today. Oh, Barbara, happy birthday to you.
You see, the reason why the Super Morning Show is what it is because the producers have the peace of God that passeth all understanding.
Hallelujah.
Which is delivered only
Hallelujah.
through their wives.
Hallelujah.
I'm telling you.
SMS wives in the house, y'all. The husbands are also
How
doing
did
a
that
good job.
happen? They share the same birthday.
I know.
Ah.
I think HR was deliberate in the recruitment. You know,
I'm telling you.
They wanted us.
It
to
was
save,
very intentional.
They wanted us to save time with
This is a good
chaotic
one.
shouts.
Okay.
So, for the two of them, it's a K. Yeah. All right, let's run
got
through
a
them.
special one coming through. Happy birthday to my wonderful daughter Bubune Ajo Ashigbe of Academic City College. May this special day be filled with joy and blessings as you walk on this new path. May you find strength and courage in the words of Jeremiah 29:11. And of course, this is coming from Daddy. Be blessed and highly favored by your grandmother, your mom, your sisters, brother Adam, and of course your dad. So Bubune, enjoy your birthday
Bubunizi in the
today.
easy, y'all. A very special happy birthday to my dear wife Evelyn Bentel. This is from Kwesi Bentel. This one is to Madam Esther Bake Ajay, and this one is Nathaniel Ato's mother.
Oh.
Yes.
That
Special
will
wish.
be, that will be Baki.
Baki. Forgive me. Yes, so it's from Albert Atto, Nathaniel Atto, Dr. Catherine Atto, and the rest of the family. Happy birthday to the Tamale South MP and former minority leader Haruna Idrisu.
Yes.
Oh, it's Honorable Idrisu's birthday today. Warm birthday blessings to wonderful doctor, son, and brother Charles Kade Jugba. And it's from Mommy Mina and your sister Harriet.
It's a good friend's birthday today, Mrs. Asmad Zelia Osman Akuna, for myself and Abidat Larry. Enjoy your birthday, Z. Enjoy everything today. I think I've got another one. It says, happy birthday, Mr. Michael Hariansa, a.k.a. Big Mike of Ghana Free Zones Authority. Lots of love from your wife, Joyce, and the children. Maybe one last one. I'll find it. I'll
she's
find
looking
it.
for it.
I'll find it.
In the meantime, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank.
We're here
for good. Allianz Life Insurance. We secure your future. 1xBet. your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV,
it's
your moment. All right, then, let's get into the moments.
Imagine sitting in the stands of Anfield, cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stand and go. Well, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. Now, here's what you have to do. If you're a non-client, then download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. If you're an existing client, then what can I say? Just keep doing what you do to participate in this campaign. The more you transact, though, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. So open that account, transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here.
Yeah, for good. So Momo season is here and there's something for everyone. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or the merchant ID, and you could win 1,000 Ghana cedis every week, among other prizes. All right, the merchants also get their own when they receive payments and win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. So, what are you doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay, earn more points, and win big this Momo season. Go to momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions apply.
And have you signed on to the Alliance Apomodeng plan? Well, this plan will pay you a hospitalization benefit for every day you spend in the hospital, as well as the death benefits in the unfortunate event of death through hospitalization. Premiums start from as low as 6 cedis a month and covers you and one loved one. You also have the added option of a daily, weekly, or monthly Susu contribution. For more information, please call Alliance Life Insurance on 0308 249 090. Alliance Life, we secure your future.
All right, so footballers have to train for many years in order to win, but 1xBet players get a head start to success with the Jackpot of the Week promotion. Go to the promotion page on their site or the bookmaker's application and get a chance to win. No one guarantees that you will quickly become a millionaire, but success favors the brave. Risk and win. Register on 1xBet and get a welcome bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis with promo code GHJackpot. Gaza.
Kojo.
Yes, I.
Time now for the Joy Sports Center, the Black Stars Qualification Edition. Three more teams secured qualification to the next Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana, one of them, after staging a comeback win over the Central African Republic. Substitute Ernest Nuama netted the winner with 3 minutes to injury time to seal the win for the Black Stars. Fentu Tahiru Fentu watched the match and reports for Joy Sports.
The Black Stars started sluggishly, put under intense early pressure from Central African Republic. And in 25 minutes, Luis Mafuta found space and Atuzigi was beating. The CAR were in front. The stadium stunned into silence and the Black Stars players in complete utter disbelief. It was nothing short of deserved. Ghana needed inspiration now, and Jordan Ayew, giving the captain's armband on his 91st appearance for the Black Stars, tried to provide it, mostly through set pieces. But it didn't work, 3 times in a row. On the 4th, he yielded the responsibility to Kudus Mohammed, and the West Ham forward pulled Ghana level with a fabulous finish from 20 yards out. The stadium erupted, and in-total pandemonium ensued as we headed for the break level. Chris Hughton threw in more gauntlets in the second half as he pushed for only his second win as head coach. Gideon Mensah came in for Baba Rahman, Ernest Nuama for Osman Bukari, and Antoine Semenyo for Inaki Williams. Semenyo was particularly impressive, triggering a high press that caused the CAR defense lots of problems. One of his high presses stole the ball off a CAR defender before setting up Nuama, and from 2 yards out, the Asuka native slotted the ball into the gaping net. It was the stuff of dreams for the Leon attacker. Born and raised in Kumasi, making his debut in front of his home fans and scoring in the stadium where his interest in football was forged. Semenyo had a chance to score a goal of his own late on, but his beautifully timed shot just came off the upright. In the end, qualification to a 10th consecutive Africa Cup of Nations tournament was secured for Chris Hughton's men. But surely, he would know more than anyone else that this team would need to play remarkably better than they have done in the qualifiers if they are to make any impact in Cote d'Ivoire next year.
Fento Tahiro with a sentiment that echoed around Ghana and for Black Stars fans everywhere, and it's a criticism that Chris Hughton accepts.
We could have done better first half, I think, maybe in our possession, and I think probably once we got into the final third, we could have been a little bit more clinical. But sometimes you have to wait for the game to open out a little bit, to be able to use them spaces. So for me, it's always about the ending. The ending is that we won the game. I think in the end we could have won it more comfortably with more goals. So we continue to work. At international football, you don't have the players for very long, and the squad can change from one game to the next. So, but you do the best you can in the period of time that you have.
The win did not sit well with Raoul Savoy, coach of the Central Africans, who says his side were handed a raw deal.
We don't deserve to lose tonight. I think the draw will be more fair because, well, okay, you are qualified, you win 2-1, but you cannot be proud of your team because this team is not playing football. So we play football. We are far better than you guys, I think, especially in the first half. Okay, we concede this 1-1 just before the break, and then in second half we push because for us it was no solution. We have to score the second goal to qualify. Then we made some changes that we take risk to score the second one and then qualify. For of course at the end the result is not very important. As I said, I think if you see the whole game, we have to finish this one with a 1-1 draw, and that's it. You qualify, guys, but we don't lose. And I think the second goal is offside clearly. Yes, I was thinking that the referee will help you guys, but he did it.
Spanish-Swiss coach Raoul Savoy, who is in charge of the Central African Republic, and we are told that when he was leaving the press conference, he said to the media, your next AFCON will be like your last one. And remember, Ghana's last AFCON ended in a historic failure. Anyway, Angola is the second team to qualify from Group E, in addition to Ghana after their goalless draw with Madagascar. Elsewhere on the continent, in Group F, Tanzania have qualified for the first time since 2019 after securing a 0-0 draw away to Algeria, who have already booked their ticket. Uganda beat Niger 2-0, but both nations finished third and fourth respectively. In Group J, Tunisia signed off their qualification campaign with a dominant 3-0 win over Botswana. The North Africans are through, along with Equatorial Guinea. Later today in Group B, Burkina Faso, who are through to the AFCON, already take on Eswatini. In Group D, already qualified Egypt take on Ethiopia. And in Group G, Mali face South Sudan. Let's go to Europe. There are also international games. Their teams have also been qualifying for 2024 for the Euros. The BBC Sunday Ball has more.
France made it 5.
America, Colombia beat Venezuela by a 1-0, and Argentina, through Leo Messi's 78th minute free kick, made sure to win their game also against Ecuador. Leo Messi actually didn't train with the team before the game. Incredible, man. In tennis, American teenager Coco Gauff reached her first US Open singles final after beating Karolina Muchova in the semis. The 19-year-old wrapped up a 6-4, 7-5 win over Czech 10th seed Muchova.
I grew up watching this tournament so much, so it means a lot to be in the final. A lot to celebrate, but you know, the job is not done, so hopefully you guys can back me on Saturday.
We can now hear from Muchova. She says she was not at her best.
I was not feeling it from the start until the end, so I'm pretty sad about the outcome, that I didn't put the best out of me on the court, and just kind of sad about the performance. Yeah, I tried, but I think then after the break I actually played a little bit better, but still it was not enough to play great against Coco, to beat her.
Muchova speaking there, Karolina Muchova from the Czech Republic. In the men's semi tonight, Novak Djokovic meets American Ben Shelton and Carlos Alcaraz faces Russian third seed Daniil Medvedev. And that's it for the Joy Sports Center today. There'll be more qualifiers, and we'll be updating you on our socials and also on myjoyonline.com.
Coco is through to the...
She is.
Oh my God, that's big news.
She good.
Gary, thank you for
Thank
sports. There's lots of sports on myjoyonline.com. So as you know, we've been getting a lot of education, particularly on the searches. Can the police stop and search randomly either your vehicle or your person? We got some education a bit earlier. We will be continuing and taking more of your stories. But we've been loaded a bit today with lots of education. So time for us to take some nutrition. What'd you say? A little bit of a change today. Nestle Nutrition Line, now coming to you, is brought to us by Nestle. Nestle offers good food for a good life. Here's the Nestle Nutrition Line.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This FDA approved.
All right, we'll bring you the Nestle Nutrition Line in a bit here on the Super Morning Show. We've got 2 minutes to 8. This is the Super Morning Show on a Friday. We're talking sexual harassment as well. We've been talking about the searches. In fact, because of that video that's gone viral now of a young lady who was, searched, stopped and searched. Apparently, a lot of people have similar stories. Some people say that, when they are in an Uber, for instance, going to their destination, sometimes the police would just simply stop and demand to search not only the vehicle, but their person as well. And we will have more conversation on that here on the Super Morning Show. Let's go for the Joy Business Minute now, which is brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. Here's the Joy Business Minute.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. Banks have indicated that they'll be more cautious and scale down on lending because of the current economic environment. It follows revelations that commercial banks are now struggling to recover loans. Cocoa Board has issued new certificates to investors that participated in its bills exchange program. The board, in a statement, said this was done on Monday, September 4. Recovery of some banking stocks is expected to push the year-to-date return of the Ghana Stock Exchange up for the rest of the year. The equity market has so far returned 26% for investors, driven largely by non-banking stocks. And shares in Apple have fallen for a second day in a row after reports that Chinese government workers have been banned from using iPhones. The firm's stock market valuation has fallen by more than 6% in the last 2 days. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator expert.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
That's right. It's the best breakfast show in town. A minute after 8 on the Super Morning Show on a Friday. Business Minute brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. Now, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generator. They sell genuine spare parts of all kinds of various generators, and they rent generators as well. So if you have an event this weekend, you're looking for a place where you can rent a generator, your generator is down, you're looking for repairs, or you simply need to replace or buy a new generator, the place to go is Anointed Electricals. Find them in East Legon on the Lagos Avenue opposite Tomrick Hotel. So that's the road opposite Tomrick Hotel in Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where they have their head office, number 77, Anointed House, off the Odoko Malam Road, Accra. They have branches nationwide. Anointed, the generator experts. Please call their hotline on 0243 480334. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. Franco Trading has now taken delivery of CCTV camera with on-screen display menu and easy configuration, chest freezers and refrigerators, as well as washing machines. They also have in stock all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs, 32 to 55 inches, and Franco air condition. Good news is when you shop online from their online stores, you get 40% discount. Download the Franco Trading app on Play Store. Visit francotrading.com and don't pick any number on Google. Instead, get in touch with Franco Trading on 0246 422 338 or 0555 939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Pafie. And Heritage Christian College is a university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education. Heritage Christian College is affiliated to KNUST, accredited by GTech, and they have these degree programs, BBA programs with the options accounting, computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also nursing, information technology, and BSc information security, as well as BA theology. They're also offering 12-month specialized master's degree programs in accounting and taxation, that's MSc accounting and finance, and MSc human resource management. They have other professional courses as well: ICA, CIMG, CI, HRM, ICM UK, and media short courses. What makes them unique is the entrepreneurship training, which comes with financial support, one student, one laptop, with conditions applicable to that, affordable and flexible fee structure. Scholarships also available. To enter, you need a WASI or ABC or GBCE, HND or diploma. Mature student, 25 years. Dial star 789 star 300 hash for online serial number, and visit hcuc.edu.gh to apply. Find Heritage Christian College in Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Call them on 0202298399 or 0547 777 731. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders. It's your birthday today, Belinda Ofori. It's from your husband, Kofi Boache. Going out to you, Belinda Ofori, as you celebrate your birthday today. All right, how about time for us to take some nutrition? Let's take a breather. Let's have some nutrition going on. When we return, we will be taking your experiences with this conversation about the police stopping and searching. Right here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Always a delight when skies are bright to bring you the best of health and fitness. This is the one and only Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa. Today on Nutrition Line, we begin a series on nutrients involved in eye health. starting with vitamin A. Apart from its role in eye health and vision, vitamin A also helps the immune system to function properly. Vitamin A also helps the surface of the eye, mucous membranes, and skin be effective barriers to bacteria and viruses, reducing the risk of eye infections. Studies have shown that vitamin A, when in combination with other vitamins, helps decrease the risk of vision loss from a type of eye condition called macular degeneration. One of the first signs of vitamin A deficiency is night blindness. This happens because a lack of vitamin A causes the cornea to become very dry, leading to clouding of the front of the eye and vision loss. Vitamin A deficiency also causes damage to the retina, which also contributes to blindness. This shows how important vitamin A is to eye health. Some good food sources of vitamin A include eggs, mackerel, salmon, milk, liver, sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, palm oil, and other green leafy vegetables. Time to leave you now, but please do only the things that are good for you, body, mind, and soul, and keep your eyes healthy. Thank you for tuning in this and every weekday morning. Please keep the conversations going via email or telephone. We're always happy to hear from you and happy to work with your comments and suggestions. So please do reach out 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001 Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The following numbers 0593 845697 0593 845649 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. And now go out into the world and make it a more beautiful place because you're in it. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Joy 99.7 FM.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it, you gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin check. In my Brahmin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master plan community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments. Affordable luxury homes for everyone.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the breakfast show in town.
It's the Beck's breakfast show in town. This is the Super Morning Show. It's the Friday edition of the show. Today we discuss the delicate topic of office flirting. How much is too much? Where do you draw the line? What is acceptable and what is harassment? If you've got any experiences to share, of course, we'd love to hear that. 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. In the meantime, we're taking your experiences as well with this police stop and search thing that we're witnessing recently, obviously because people are now recording their experiences. We will be talking more right here on the Super Morning Show. Our social media messages, as always, brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And talking about EcoBank, our friends are in the studio today. We're talking about you owning your own home, you finishing that building, you getting that plot of land. Yes, we're talking about the Habitat Fair. EcoBank being our headline sponsors, they've got some real good deals that you want to hear. Our social media message is also brought to us by Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health, as well as GTP Lifestyle. We have our UPSA Point of Law series today, which is from a decision in this case. Memuna Amudi versus Kofi Entry. It's a 2003-2004 Supreme Court Ghana law report. All right, so Section 10 of the Limitation Decree 1972 does not give persons the right to take over state lands, even if they encroach and public authorities fail to take necessary action against them. This is because the intruders on government lands are considered as implied licensee. That's persons who continue staying on the land by permission and not adverse possessors. That is persons with right to continue in possession without title. Explanatory notes in... Okay, so this is from Professor Datebain Memuna Amudi versus Kofi Entry, and it's a 2003-2004 decision. Section 10, again, of the UPSA Law School Points of Law series. It says Section 10 of the Limitation Decree 1972 does not give persons the right to take over state lands, even if they encroach and public authorities fail to take necessary action against them. This is because the intruders on government lands are considered as implied licensee. That's persons who continue staying on the land by permission and not adverse possessors. Persons with right to continue in possession without title. That's our UPSA Law School Point of Law series today. 15 minutes after 8. So listen, every day we have emergencies, different emergencies, police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. But what's your money emergency number? What's that magic number that you can dial when you have yourself or you find yourself in a money emergency situation? You should be used to star 770 hash by now. That's the EcoBank money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payment, airtime and data purchases. So much more you can do with star 770 hash, and you don't need internet for it as well. So no need to panic in any money emergency situation. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Just dial star 770 hash for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Our big stories here on the show brought to you by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. So here's amazing news from Vodafone Fixed Broadband. Vodafone is offering a big welcome offer to all new fixed broadband customers. New customers who purchase a broadband plan for 1 month get 50% bonus data. Alternatively, if you pay 3-month subscription in advance, you receive 50% bonus data plus free installation. Only from Vodafone. So don't miss out on these amazing offers. Join the Vodafone broadband family today and enjoy reliable, super fast internet connectivity that gives you best value for your money. Dial *900# or call 05055555111. Visit my Vodafone app or fbb.vodafone.com.gh to sign up for the Vodafone fixed broadband welcome offer. Vodafone, further together. Oh, we love our sofas, don't we? So if you're looking for a stylish sofa that can give you comfort, is durable, of good quality, has got perfect furnishing, there's only one place, Latest Foam. That's your one-stop shop destination. Whatever your choice and budgets, buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam is your partner for life. And keep your messages coming through. WhatsApp 05511111997. That's our WhatsApp number. Send your X messages. That's former Twitter with the hashtag JoySMS. We're talking about the third clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair happening in Tema with EcoBank shortly here on the Super Morning Show. Please stay with us.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after-sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
How are you, Kofi? And how are you getting on? Have you been taking your HIV medication? I mean, the antiretroviral medicines.
Media, my bro. Every day I have to take this medicine. Why?
Oh, Kofi, but you know that your antiretroviral medicines have to be taken every day to be effective.
Why does it have to be so?
Oh, Kofi, you know by taking your antiretroviral medicines every day, it stops the virus from replicating and allows the immune system to repair itself and prevent further damage. This way, you can live a long, healthy life.
Do you think not taking the antiretroviral medicine is the reason why I feel weak and feverish? Could it be the reason why I have recurring diarrhea too?
So would you rather feel sick instead of just taking the antiretroviral medicines daily and feel healthy? You know the daily dose helps to suppress the virus so that in about 6 months, the virus becomes undetectable. This means that the virus in your blood is sufficiently suppressed. It also means that you cannot transmit the virus to others. If your viral load continues to remain undetectable, then it is equal to being untransmittable. That is what we mean by U equals U.
I think I owe it to myself to take my antiretroviral drug religiously.
Great! That is what I was hoping to hear. You must take your antiretroviral medicine consistently to get your viral load suppressed, to make it undetectable undetectable and untransmittable.
Yes, undetectable equals untransmittable.
You equals you.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission. Always the best on Joy 99.7 FM.
There's a welcome mat at the door. And if you come on in, you're gonna get much more. There's my chair, I put it there. Everything you see is with love.
It's the Super Morning Show here on Joy 99.7 FM, and the dream really is for you to retire comfortably, after all the hassle, all the Accra hassle, for you to get back home to your own home, open that door to that home, and enjoy the rest of your life. After all, all this hassle is for what? That's why we bring the Habitat Fair to you. And I'm happy to announce that for the first time, we have a third clinic in Tema. So for those of you who live in Tema and its environs, this clinic is especially for you. And our headline sponsors, they make it possible for us to bring you the Habitat Fair. We're happy that EcoBank has been with us on this journey for a while now, and they have some amazing deals as well. So Godwin Yankee, head of personal banking at EcoBank, is here to tell us all about it and why you must be part of this clinic in Tema. So Godwin, good morning. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, Mama V. Good morning to your listeners.
So, we say that things are tight these days. But owning a home is not something that you can prolong for a very long time, right? Because, the cost keeps going up.
That's right.
So the time is now.
Yeah.
There's no better time.
That's right.
You bankers, investors would tell us
That's right.
that the time to invest is when things are tight.
That's right.
All right. So we're happy to know what EcoBank has in terms of your mortgage facility or the financing options available.
Okay. So thank you, Mama V. So as you rightly said, EcoBank has been partnering with Joy FM to bring Habitat Fair to the general public for the past, I guess, many years. So this year is not going to be different. And then this year, over the years, we've also helped individuals, families to at least get on the property ladder. And then even move on to become a landlord and landlady. So you are right. So during this year's fair, specifically during the third clinic at Tema, our sales managers are going to highlight or showcase some of the various finance options available to individuals who, number one, want to buy a home outright, two, have started something, have a land, or want to pursue what we call self-construction, want to build at their own pace, but need money to finish it up. Three, existing homeowners who want to refurbish, expand, or upgrade their homes. And the last one will be for even persons who just want to buy furniture, buy home household equipment.
Right.
And for all these four needs, we are happy to say that we have financial solutions for them. But specifically to the mortgage. So mortgage, 20 years, up to 20 years, because houses are expensive these days. We provide finance for up to 80% of the value of the home.
Okay.
And then you as an individual need to make 20% down payment. As we say, we also want to have your skin in the game.
So 80%
of the value of the home. So if it is $100,000 home, you'll be expected to put $20,000 cash down.
Right.
And the EcoBank will finance the 80%. And then we spread it up to 20 years, depending on your age. As we said, the time to act is now. So the 20 years means that you have room up to your retirement age.
Right.
So as you said, the earlier you start, the better. If you have 40 years, you have 20 years to pay. If you have 50 years, you have 10 years to pay. If you are 55, You just have 5 years to pay.
Okay.
So largely that's about our mortgage financing. But beyond even buying a home, I did mention about existing homeowners. You have a home valued $100,000. Probably you have land around it. You want to expand, refurbish, upgrade. For the same mortgage facility, we can give you 50% of the value of your home.
Okay.
And then
of the existing home.
Of the existing home.
Okay.
So that you can upgrade, you can refurbish, and then we give you 5 years to pay.
Okay.
Okay. I know we have clients who have come to us and say, look, I initially bought a property, a 2-bedroom property. It had enough space. My family is growing. I need just money top up to just expand it to a 4-bedroom house.
Okay.
With existing property. So we get you to value the property. You come. Once the documentation is okay, we'll give you 50%, and then we spread it up.
What if you want to sell that existing house and purchase another one?
If you want to sell, okay, that is fine. Sell. So that'll be you and the property market. If you get a buy, all well and good. But there are others who say, look, I want to do equity release. I have a home.
What does that mean?
Okay, so as you buy a home, as you buy a home and you are paying, you take a mortgage, you pay that. It's $100,000 home. You've taken $80,000 to pay. As you pay down, and the property value also appreciates, you have what you call equity. You have investments. You have savings in the property.
Right.
So $80,000 home, nice. It's valued $100,000. I've paid down $40,000. So I have equity of $40,000 in it.
Right.
100,000. I've paid down 50%. So now my loan outstanding is $50,000. But that $100,000 home now has appreciated in value to say $150,000. So even though I've paid down my loan, $50,000 of it, my equity, the investment in that house is $100,000, which means that today, if I should dispose of that property $150,000, I could use $50,000 to pay off my mortgage, and I sit pretty with $100,000.
Okay, I get you now.
Okay, so for those who are climbing the property ladder, you are right. You could release equity and then even go on to buy another property.
All right, and I know you have this financing policy as well, like pick and pay later.
Pick and pay later. This is a very short term, up to 12 months. What we've done is that we've partnered with various vendors, household items, and probably I can mention some of the partners. So we have Orchard Decor, we have Melcom, we have Bosch, we have Electroland Ghana. So you can, assuming you say you want to pick a furniture or a household item, say from Orchard Decor, you go, you let them know that, look, you want to acquire the household item or furniture under the EcoBank Consumer Finance. You pick up an invoice, 24 hours, we make payments, you go and pick your item. Over 12, we spread it for 12 months for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
so
that sounds
quick.
simple.
Yeah,
are you paying more because of that deal?
You are even paying less because of that deal. Because what it's doing is that we are even making payments. It's like a cash payment to the vendor. Okay. So you pick the invoice. We make payments. So we give you a loan. We make payments directly to the vendor, and then you just go and pick it over 12 months.
Okay. But of course, you must be an EcoBank customer.
Of course, you need to be an EcoBank customer.
All right. So I guess maybe in wrapping up this conversation, you can tell us how, if somebody is listening, they are interested in the packages that you've talked about, the pick now, pay later, or the mortgage conversation, or maybe finance a land or expand your existing home. How can they begin the conversation with EcoBank?
Okay, so I think the conversation can begin by visiting any of our branches, 66 branches. You could well also reach out to our contact center, number 0800 003 225. Or better still, participate in the upcoming clinic at Tema on the 15th to 17th September at the Tema Municipal Assembly, where we'll have an EcoBank stand, where we have sales managers who will even help you, engage you, highlight some of the financial options. So either you visit the fair, visit our branch, or reach out to our contact center. Any of our sales executives will be able to engage you on all these various financial options.
Right. Any final thoughts?
So I would say over the years, we've seen individuals and families take advantage of this fair to get on the property ladder, and that should not be different from anyone. So we'll encourage those listening to us, those living in and around Tema, to show up at the TED clinic between the 15th to 17th September, and specifically visit the EcoBank stand, where we'll once again highlight or engage them and speak to them about the various options to either buy a home. Let me repeat, buy a home. If you are an existing property owner, you want to refurbish, you want to expand. If you are an existing home owner, you want to extract equity investment out of it, it's possible. And lastly, if you want to buy just a furniture or a household item, we should be able to help you. We have solutions to meet those needs. So let's meet up at Tema.
All right. Mr. Godwin Yankee, thank you very much. This one there is for me. Are you still doubling salary? That's head of personal banking, EcoBank, Godwin Yankee. This one there, I'm okay. So, yeah. Thank you so much. We will see you in Tema, the Tema Municipal Assembly. That is the place where we'll be having the third clinic. So if you live in and around Tema, we've been having it in Accra, Chimota, West Hills Mall. Now we're coming to you. So please make sure that you participate in the third Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair. But still ahead on the Super Morning Show, we're talking about a delicate issue, which is office flirting. How much is too much? Where do you draw the line? What is acceptable and what is harassment? Are we inadvertently creating victims in our bid to fit in and be friendly? Well, we will tell you some of the things that you've been doing, particularly the men. Women may not be talking about it, perhaps because you are the supervisor, you are the office manager, and so we are not openly telling you, but you hear it for the first time here, and then you will stop giving the unsolicited hacks, unsolicited comments right here on the Super Morning Show. And I don't know why Sami Odami and Koji Hanks are on me this morning. Unsolicited. So please share your experiences with us. Let's tell your people that what they are doing you really don't like, except that you haven't talked about it. Of course, we're continuing with that conversation about the police stopping and searching. There are a lot of questions that are coming out because of our earlier interactions. So we will continue with that as well. Stay with us. This is the Super Morning Show.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number? The way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy. Aye straight. Aye direct. Aye sharp. From your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today.
Vodafone.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall, tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
It's Friday!
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show. Bit of Kinata to get you, in the mood on the Friday morning. We've got big things to talk about, by the way. We're asking that all-important question about office flirtation. How much is too much? How far is too far? And this was inspired by what happened recently in Spain. Was it in Spain? It was the Spanish FA boss who was
Yes.
captured, planting a kiss
Yeah.
on one of the Spanish football players, the female team football players. This sparked uproar, and now it's a back and forth. He's been asked to resign and all of this business. He's been fired now, hasn't he?
That was the indication.
Yes. But the question is, look, how do you know whether your interaction with a work colleague is appropriate or not? What is acceptable? What is not? What are the general rules? How do you play it safe? How do you make sure you don't make someone uncomfortable? And even more important, if someone is making you uncomfortable,
How do you do?
what do you do? Could you say it? Are there times when people are being overfamiliar and you feel you can't speak up about it? We want to know all of these. We'll take your questions and issues and views on this. We'll also be speaking to Dr. Angela Dramina-Boaji, Executive Director of the ARC Foundation, and of course, friend of the show, prominent Ghanaian lawyer, you'll kill me for that, Martin Kpebu. They will be getting all the education we could possibly need from them. In fact, I think they're both on the phones right now. Good morning to you, Dr. Angela and Martin Kpebu.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
Fantastic. It's great to hear your voice. Stay with us. We're going to kick this conversation into gear in just a moment. But first, it's all of the Premier League, all on DSTV. Catch all the goals, the moments, the clashes, the derbies, and the drama, even if kisses are involved. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, Haaland, and Saka. Watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of exciting commentary in Chi. All this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League but DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month compact subscription for 299 Ghana cedis and add a satellite dish for 100 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on star 759 hash to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment.
The weekend is here, right? And yes, Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, continues the excitement of its patrons and the general public with its new and hilarious Ebo White play. This is Naked in Bed. Naked in Bed this weekend. On the eve of his wedding, Samson is caught by his fiancée in a seemingly compromising state with her best friend, and as suspected, his fiancée, Vicky, is calling off the wedding. In Soups, his father and the fiance's auntie, CD, try to save the day. Naked in Bed will teach you, Kojo, to question the assumptions, because things aren't always as they seem, and question your sexuality too, because sex, keynote, sex is spiritual. Naked in Bed comes on at the National Theatre this weekend, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And because today is Friday, that's 8th, right? So at 7 p.m., don't forget, it's the only show for Friday today.
Yes.
At 7 p.m. today.
A great way to miss the traffic, huh?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you take all the time. By the time you're there, you can smoothly ride home. Anyway, and Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., there will be 2 shows on Saturday. But Sunday is where you get a trifecta, right? So at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. And those 3 shows will be happening on Sunday. The rate is 150 cedis, and tickets are available via Koba short code *365 *535 hashtag on all networks, and or at the usual outlets. Joy FM front desk, Shell shops at East Legon, Airport, Tema Community 11, and Dansuman. Total shops at Bachon and Hacho, and Frankie's at Osu. Or WhatsApp just hi to 050-554-6030. 050-554-6030. You can also visit the Roverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 050-554-6010 for any inquiries you may have, and to order your tickets too. The sponsors are Gino Tomato Mix, and there's communication partners too, M Notify and Logistic Movers. Naked in Bed is awesome. Can you say naked in bed to somebody?
In the workplace,
Yes.
probably not a good idea. Or it depends on the beginning of the sentence.
Naked in bed.
You could say, have you seen Uncle Ebo White's play Naked in Bed? That is okay.
That's okay.
but-
Okay, so that's a woman production. Be the difference.
All right, listen, this conversation is important. It's important because it's almost never had. it's one of those things that everybody seems to think they know the rules, and so they go about it however they feel comfortable. But you might be inadvertently creating a victim by not being sensitive to the implications of the things you do and say to your work colleagues. Okay, that's why this conversation is important. And I mean, look, it was inspired by what happened with the FA boss, but I mean, look around you, so many examples. All right, guys walk into the office, or sometimes it's even women. Walk into the office, oh, you're looking juicy today. Wow, you know, your wife is really enjoying, or you know, your husband has who they eat. That expression is just so it like I throw up a little bit in my mouth when people say that.
Actually, see that a lot also social media too.
Yeah,
the who they part
the comments under people's you know,
and
pictures and all that.
The thinking has always been we are passing a comment. And the explanation is harmless, but you might think it's harmless. You think about it this way, Kojo. You say something to somebody who is you are superior to the person. The person's first reaction will be, well, if I say, don't you ever say that to me again, he will get angry. Your boss getting angry means that you might be victimized in the office. So you do the calculation. Well, it's a comment. Then it graduates to something else because he also feels it's comfortable, so he's established some premise for future engagement because nothing was said previously, and people even react to it. So he might put up a smile or a facial expression, not an outright rejection of it, but some playful response to it. Then it generates into something different. It moves from just saying something to now a physical touch of a sort because he feels he has crossed one boundary. So you are in a terrain that's okay. Now you think about it graduating to different levels too. By the time you would know that you are in trouble, and imagine having a worker who dreads coming to the office because every single encounter with the boss or somebody close by will be one of harassment. And the reaction from those around you, oh, they did touch you at this part and not at this part rather. But that's supposed to be normal. That's okay. But you two are complaining.
Can't you take a compliment?
And even how institutions deal with this. Some institutions are so backward that even the people who are within the institution who are supposed to call people to order are actively participating in it. So it's almost like you have reported to an HR officer or somebody who's supposed to say that, no, listen, you cannot ever do this. He too meets the girl as a child. The girl say you have done something wrong.
Exactly. You know, blowing the whistle on the whistle.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Look, I'm sure there are lots and lots of HR professionals listening in today. So this will be helpful for all of us. Dr. Angela Dramina-Boaje is Executive Director of the ARC Foundation. She's on the phone with us alongside Martin Kpebu, prominent Ghanaian lawyer. I just have so much fun calling him that because I know he'll object. I think Martin has just joined us. Good morning, Martin.
Yeah. Good morning, Kojo. Morning. Rookie lawyer here.
So look, I mean, I'd love to start with you before I bring in Angela, because maybe we can set up some very simple, basic legal premise here. Look, at what point is this kind of interaction? At what point does it become harassment? How do we define harassment here?
Okay, so could you, just like what Raymond, all of you have said, we all live in Ghana. We haven't developed our jurisprudence on harassment that much. The court cases, I've seen a few, okay, have been dealt with administratively and the rest. So we may not have too much by way of court decisions. But let's start with the Labor Act. So the Labor Act has the standard definition of sexual harassment. So I'm talking about Section 175. Yes, 175. Then let me read it out. It says, sexual harassment means an unwelcome, offensive, or importunate sexual advance or request made by an employer or superior officer or a co-worker to a worker, whether the worker is a man or woman.
Right.
So that is it. An unwelcome, importunate, offensive, or sexual request or advance. So it's unwelcome. That is main nature. So it means that there would have been signs that, look, I don't welcome this. So, because of this definition, you read some of the literature. Canada, Professor Tifa used to be in charge of human rights in British Columbia. So there were cases he did on sexual harassment. So I can quote part of his jurisprudence.
Yeah.
So you see this unwelcome thing. It means that practically there would have been something you would have done, then there would be feedback from the person that I don't appreciate this.
Right.
So you would necessarily have had a second comment, a repeated one. Because you see, the thing is unwelcome. How would you know it's unwelcome? You would have first tried. So a lot of the time, this would happen the second time. I'm not saying all the time, so I'm looking at some of the time. Because, let's say, Kojo, to be practical, if we're to say that don't ever make any advance at all, then how will men woo women, or how will women woo men? You say, yes. So there is a bit of it that sometimes it's the second time, because you make passing guesses at the person, she rebuts them. So if you repeat, then you are in the realm of harassment. If you repeat, then you are in the realm of harassment. But a first time offense alone, as I said, would not always necessarily amount to one. So it's all about the circumstance. So one of the Atifa cases I read those days when, he gave me the cases that he adjudicated upon, it was the second time. The second time. So there was a first opportunity, or first advance, it was rebuffed, then the guy did it the second time. I said no. So you would find.
That's a very interesting legal perspective. It allows us now to bring it into practicality. And Dr. Angela, I think it's fascinating because, I think we will all agree that nobody ever wants to feel harassed. Not once, not twice, not ever. But, I'll let you take it from there.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So, let me just say that, yes, the Labor Act has given us a definition, but you also pick your definitions from cases that have been adjudicated. For example, Ghana had the 1999 case of Mansa and Novo, Tete and Novo, in which SRAG went into details as to what constitutes sexual harassment and its impact on the victim and on the workplace and so on. I think it would be important for people to avert their minds to this case because it was a serialized case. I remember Public Agenda really, publishing that case in full so people will understand the nature of sexual harassment and how it impacts the victims and also affects the workplace, okay? So we can go into the constitutional and human rights dimensions of this. But what Martin said is true. However, you can actually commit just one act that is egregious enough to be called sexual harassment. And so you would find there's this case that it's a true case actually was reported to a friend of mine in which a lady was called by her boss into his office and found that the boss was facing towards his wall because he had a swivel chair. Now he has this kind of door that locks automatically. So he goes in there, the door locks automatically, and he's facing the wall in his swivel chair. He turns around and he's stark naked.
Whoa.
He's stark naked. He gets out of the chair and starts reaching out to grab her. Now, that was a boss who had never even told this lady that he liked her.
Jeez.
Okay? And that's pure sexual harassment right from the start. Okay? You don't have to repeat it for it to be sexual harassment. So you do have cases like that. And in fact, attempted rape, attempted indecent assault, all of these are parts of sexual harassment that can occur in the workplace and in many, many parts of our society. Many people have experienced it. In fact, too many people, because of where I work, have experienced it personally. And we need to understand the ramifications. You know it when you are pushing the buttons. And I think one of your commentators said something and I was very happy. He said, if I come to the office and I say naked in bed to you, what am I trying to say? But if I say, have you seen a Bo White play naked in bed? It makes a difference. And and you know it when you are pushing it. You see, that's something that we need to understand. If I come to your office and I say, Kojo, you look sexy, what has that got to do with our brains at work? But if I say, oh, Kojo, you have a nice shirt on, that's fine. And you know it when you are pushing the buttons. You know it when you are breaking the boundaries. And that's why people were mad at the gentleman. Okay, there's also a power dynamic that we need to understand. Even though it can go from peer to peer, often when you have power over somebody, it really colors the issue. It doesn't become an ordinary act anymore because you have power over that person. And therefore, you can exercise certain things over them that they may not even be willing to comply with, but they do not know how to respond to it.
That's another interesting aspect I want to introduce. I want to ask Martin about. That's the power dynamic. Are there certain relationships, certain professional relationships, which make sexual harassment even more of a risk? So that something that perhaps you could say to your colleague who is on equal level with you, if it is said to you by a superior, it immediately takes on a different color. Does the power dynamic create an increased risk?
Yeah, so Kojo, on the face of it, yes, it does, because the context is that in Ghana, so let's situate it here. Jobs are very hard to come by, very, very hard to come by. So with that context, that the employees are vulnerable. So the superior, having this in mind, knows that, look, I could get away with murder. So usually there is that bias. It's not everything that may be written on paper, but when you look at the circumstances, so one case I was involved in, right? I mean, when I say represented the client a bit. So the superior actually pinned her to the wall.
Whoa.
Why would the superior attempt to do that? It's because from the way the analysis, the whole thing was going up, you know that she needed her promotion to be done. The superior needed to grade her for her to be promoted. And he thought that was the right time for him to exact some payment. I mean, definitely wrong. So you could see that in that context, being a superior and at the critical moment where he had to fill in her appraisal decision, it just definitely created a situation where on the face of it, you see that no, if the power dynamics makes it even very worse, makes it worse. Yes.
You gave an example earlier when you said that sometimes it is the second event that would clarify the harassment, because first you have to get you have to come to the realization that it is unwelcome.
Yes.
Then if you do it, then you've harassed. Now I'm wondering, when there's a power dynamic as well, do you find that maybe it becomes a bit more difficult for, let's say, the subordinate to actually say that the advance is unwelcome just because of the power dynamic? So in that case, could that result in harassment continuing without the harasser being told that what he's doing is unwelcome, he or she is doing is unwelcome?
Yes. So you remember even the first time I spoke, I said not all the time, but based on the circumstance of each case. Because you see, we can't run away from the fact that for people to date each other, it starts somewhere. So you must necessarily make a certain attempt. When it's rebuffed, it's not appreciated. That means stop, right? Yeah. So I appreciate. I see what Angela mentioned. The example where even a first time occurrence or a first time activity can result in sexual harassment. Yes, that's the nature of the law. We can't. It's not a one size fits all answer. No, it all depends on the circumstances. So I'll go with you that yes, depending on certain circumstances, the first time can result in sexual harassment, especially in the case of this superior and the subordinate relationship.
Right.
But as we said, so you see that Angela mentioned one case. The rest that I have seen, the administrative cases. Look, and could you let me even tell, there's one that's pending. The last time we went for that hearing, it's over 3 months. A very big public institution. They are supposed to come out with their decision on it. Over 3 months, they are not coming out with it. A very egregious encounter. So, but that one, like I said, even in practice, it wasn't the first time that the lady had to report. It was after 3 attempts.
Wow.
I mean, 3 very unwelcome, importunate activities by the superior male officer before she reported. So it's fluid. It all depends on the circumstances. Yes. And a lot of them actually go in the, even very practically attempted rape. Yes. So this one I think dealt with. It's practical attempted rape because the third time he actually tried to undress her. Yeah, it was very gory.
Wow.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. It all depends on the circumstance of each one. So can you imagine, could you, a small comment, so let's say the first time, I like your case. Yes, it can be very unwelcome, but if a man were just to say in the workplace, just the first time, I like your case, you wouldn't necessarily go pam. Then the company finds that, you are liable on sexual harassment. It depends. So if there's a young lady unmarried and perhaps they seem to be getting on well a bit, so you see that you look at all the circumstances before you just conclude that just a first time comment that I like your care should be sexual harassment.
Dr. Angela, in all my research, I'm starting to pick up what, in my very subjective opinion, what I think is perhaps a bit of a skew against men when it comes to these sexual harassment provisions. You gave an example earlier. You said, look, if somebody says to you, you're looking sexy, that's obviously, completely out of place for a workplace conversation. But if somebody were to say, I like your shirt, that ought to be fine. When you said it, I started thinking to myself, if I walked up to a work colleague and said, I like your blouse, in fact, even saying it now in my head, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Because it seems as if there are certain things that are quite fine when they are directed at men, but if you say them to a woman, you are never quite sure whether you're crossing a boundary or not. Do you see that? That I want to call it bias. I can't think of a better word.
Well, we find it funny when NDC and MPP are trying to equalize. It's also very interesting when the world pretends that women are not found in certain places. That makes it more difficult for them to rise or fight back and so on. And that's why you are perceiving that bias. But you would realize that any time people are fighting for whether legislation, policy, or whatever, we make it in such a way that both men and women would benefit largely, especially in Ghana. Even though women will probably talk about this and work on it, in the end, there's a certain certainty that we want both men and women to benefit from, because nobody likes to be sexually harassed. Okay? And yes, because, you're feeling a bit uncomfortable because you're coming from a place where women have felt uncomfortable for a long time over many, many things. They are now finding their voices, and you see, then the extremists also come in. And so it colors the conversation. But we must admit, okay, that when a man says to a woman, I like your blouse, sometimes they are speaking not only from the position of being male, but also a male privilege. Okay? There's almost like there's something behind it. We hope that is not so. But that is the way in which people have found themselves being caught in these things. If a woman says, I like your shirt, I'm not saying don't think there isn't anything behind it. But the likelihood that she would be able to use her brawn to overpower you is much less than yours. So we can't run away from some of these things that seem a bit political, that seem a bit like, there's a bias, and so on. There is a history to it. We need to understand it. Okay? In many places where a woman dressed from the top of her head to her toes can still be sexually assaulted, raped, indecently assaulted, even when fully dressed. You know why people would feel uncomfortable when you are talking about their blouse and their skirts and so on. So for me, first thing is that we need to be fair to each other. Nobody wants to be sexually harassed. Okay. Second, we need to understand that the issue is about respecting the other person. When people put upon themselves or take the privilege, quote unquote, to do certain things that they feel they can do with impunity, after a while you are objectifying the other person. Okay? If you're a boss and there's a lady who is working with you in the office who puts the cans of fish on the shelf, and it is only when she has climbed the ladder to do that, that's when you come and stand under the ladder to make comments. You should know you are pushing it. Okay? If you're a lady, and yes, I know ladies who are in power who are also treating some men like their handbags. Take me here, take me there, drive me here, drive me there. In the evening, come and give me a massage. Okay? You are pushing it. That's abuse of power. And so you would find, like Martin said, that there are different scenarios and different cases. And they are not all put in the same basket when legal standards are being applied. In some legal standards, the judge will ask a simple, or the inquirer will ask a simple question. Would you say that to your secretary if your spouse was standing there? I've read that as a legal standard. Okay? Or is the person you're doing that to equally participating in what you're doing freely and without any pressure? That's another legal standard. Okay? So there are different legal standards that are used in inquiries to let you understand that what you did could not have been right. Okay? And you would also have to come up and say, oh, I didn't intend to all this. But you see, in sexual harassment jurisprudence, intention does not matter. It is the one who is beholding it, the one who is feeling it, who is considered a little more. And that's why we all need to begin to be more respectful of each other's spaces. It doesn't mean don't be unfriendly. It doesn't mean don't go asking somebody to go out. It is the persistent worrying, asking for dates, and sending text messages, WhatsApp gifts. Interns have gone to a workplace to work, and the boss decides, I'm going to buy you breakfast every day. Next thing you know, it's like, don't sit in the bus with the workers, come and sit in my car. These things are happening in Ghana. I have a niece who went to the National Service Secretariat to ask for her National Service posting. And the gentleman sitting at the reception said, you have to go out with me or I will show you where you are being posted. And if you refuse, I'll let them post you to a place you would never think you would go. That's the kind of impunity we are facing in this society. And so sometimes it seems to be a bit of a joke, but it's not really. Yeah.
Let me put some of the arguments that people bring up whenever this conversation is raised, and then let's hear your responses as professionals. So one of the arguments is this: look, with the exception of companies that have a blanket policy against dating, with the exception of those companies, relationships do form in the workplace. Yeah. There are people who get married to people they work with. There are bosses who marry their subordinates, or lecturers who marry their students. It happens. Now, all of those relationships, once they get to the point of marriage or whatever, they are legitimized. But they started somewhere. They started with somebody approaching somebody.
Absolutely.
So if we are saying that these approaches are likely to lead to harassment, so they should be discouraged, then are we being fair to those who might have a genuine, attraction to someone they work with? Are we saying that, look, that should just never happen?
Do you want me to speak to that?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you start, and I'll hear Martin too.
So very quickly, you see, we first started by saying that unwanted, unwelcome, importunate, these are very important considerations when you're looking at a matter. Unwanted, unwelcome, not consenting to. They are very important considerations. Now, it is only where the power dynamic is there that the welcome thing is even interrogated. Where the person is so powerful or has power over you, and it is very likely you are not able to show that you don't welcome it, that it's unwanted, because you are afraid. You are afraid for your job, you are afraid for your position, you are afraid. Then that's where the inquiry goes and says that because of the power dynamic, we'll even question if the person consented or said it's welcome or said nothing. Okay? So you see the different steps. Now, every human interaction starts with respect. Because we are human beings. And as long as our gumptions are working, okay, let me just be a little crude, but not too crude. If I wanted to take a leak, if I wanted to pee, and I was, walking on my Kwabenya road, and I really want to feel like I want to pee, will I not try and hold this thing, and try and put my legs together until I get to a place where I can ask somebody, please, is there a washroom here or something like that? Will I just take off my trousers or my pants and start peeing because I feel like peeing? No. And that's what I want us to apply to this thing. You like somebody, okay, but you know that when you ask them out, they probably will say no the first time. Even the way you say it shows that you respect them. But when you start pushing it with propositions upon propositions, I can't sleep when I see you, when I see your legs, something is doing me. Then you send a message, then you send naked pictures at night, then you do this and you do that. You yourself, that you are not acting civilly. Okay? So there is nothing wrong with human beings being in a workplace or being in a social space, liking each other and saying so. Okay? The only thing is know the boundary. Believe that when somebody says no, it's no. If the person says no and likes you, they will give you an indication that, there can be a comeback. Just be respectful.
I have one for you, Martin, but I'll ask you in just a moment. We are listening to the Super Morning Show, and we're talking to Martin Kpebu and Dr. Angela Dramina Abuaji. We're talking about flirting in the office environment, and how much is too much, how far is too far, and are we inadvertently creating victims because we are not sensitive to the effects of the things we say and do to our colleagues? And if somebody were to make you uncomfortable with their comments or actions, do you know what to do? Would you be able to speak up about it? That's what we want to establish with this conversation with Dr. Angela and Martin. More in just a moment. But first, in these times where prices are going up, Sethi Realty has reduced their home prices by 50%. Raymond, prices starting from as low as 220,000 Ghana cedis for houses in Tema. Just Tema here, no. Limited number of homes available, so it's first come, first served. But it's a gated community, 24-hour security, everything to make your comfort assured, and it's in Tema, just 2 minutes from the Palace Shopping Mall. So if you're looking to buy a home or an excellent opportunity to invest, call Sethi Realty on 0551 438888 or 0551 435555. Go to nyamiduagh.com to learn more. Hurry, because the offer could end anytime and the prices are subject to change without notice.
Now, Safari Valley Eco Park introduces the Safari Wildlife Experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife, such as zebra. Could you want to consistently say it nicely that way? Zebra, yeah.
They are nice animals. Say their name nicely. Zebra. Yes. Have you seen one before?
In movies.
There's one hour from Accra. There are about 5 or 6 of them.
Yes.
1 hour from Accra.
So that's why I'm intending on going to Safari Valleys this weekend anyway. and of course, and many others where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of just 250 cedis and free for children up to 6 years. See, only an hour drive from Accra. It opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, you can visit SafariValleyResort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 059 691 4394. So don't go crude ways. Sometimes, choose exotic, wonderful places. Yeah.
Someday, go and check it out. All right, now we always talk about water. Water is necessary for life. But what do you really know about the water you drink? With Verna Purified Water, well, you're guaranteed the pleasure of a satisfying drink, but also you get water purified with filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. Now, with over 100,000 bottles drank every day, Verna Purified Water is definitely at the top of their game in Ghana today. With every bottle of Verna water, you directly contribute to impacting the lives of Ghanaians through the Verna Changing Lives Initiative. So they've got an orphanage project, they've got borehole drilling projects, they pay for surgery and fees for brilliant but needy students. Verna Purified Water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna Purified Water and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna Purified Water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna Purified Water, changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved.
Some landlords say if they want to actually increase your rent, they start sending you those motivational messages. They are preparing you for the future. But you can open the door into your dream house. There's no feeling quite like returning home after a busy day at work. I mean, that feeling when you get to hear the keys turn in the lock to open the door and walk into your own little piece of paradise. Well, with a mortgage from ABSA, you get to enjoy that feeling over and over again. In your own home, if you're a salaried worker, you can borrow up to 5 million Ghana cedis at fixed or variable interest rate and pay back your loan over a period of 20 years. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Of course, terms and conditions apply.
Always. All right, then. So we've been talking to Dr. Angela Dramina-Boakye of ARC Foundation and, of course, Ghanaian lawyer Martin Kpebu. They've been giving us some very useful education on this idea of harassment in the workplace and so forth. And we've learned a lot about the basic legal principles as well as the practicalities of it. All right. Now, we're going to wrap up with our guests. By the way, thank you to all of you who have tuned in on X Space to our conversation. Keep listening. Keep your tweets coming. We'll share a bunch of them in just a moment. We'll also be opening phone lines, so stay tuned for that. But let's wrap up with our two guests. And here's my other scenario. This time, I'll start with Martin, if that's okay. So, another thing that we often hear when a woman complains about unwelcome attention from a particular male work colleague, for example, you are likely to hear him say, but I see you doing the same thing with this other colleague. I see you hugging these other guys. So what's wrong with me asking you to give me a hug? Is there any such legal principle? Does a woman or a man, does a person establish any kind of precedent by behaving in a certain flirtatious way with one colleague, so that if another colleague does the same, she can't complain or they can't complain?
No, Kojo, not that I'm aware of. And then to even further fortify it, let's go back to the definition. The definition says of sexual harassment says it's an unwelcome, offensive, or importunate sexual advance or request. So you have made it. She's not interested. Period. So you can't use the fact that, and sometimes, of course, we can tell it can be the woman, pursuing the guy, but stereotypically we say the man going after the woman. So she's not interested. That's it. You can't say that because Ajua is interested in Kojo, then she must necessarily be interested in Raymond. No, it doesn't work that way at all. So the definition itself makes it clear that it's unwelcome, it's offensive to her. She just doesn't appreciate it. Simple. Meanwhile, in the next moment, she may be, as you say, hugging or talking, flirtatiously with Kojo. Whilst a minute ago, she had said no to Raymond. So it's allowed. It's not, Raymond can't say that because the lady is doing X, Y, Z with Kojo, then it must necessarily be the same with him, Raymond. No.
It's not a democracy, right? Dr. Angela, on the same scenario, in practical terms.
Yeah, I mean, Martin has said it all. There's no legal standard or a rule or regulation about that. The welcome thing is very important. I'm like that with that person. I'm not like that with you. Respect the boundaries, okay? Let me just cite you people as an example. Kojo, I know you on radio. I probably have seen you somewhere. I may meet you in Makola, and it will be very strange if I open my arms and say, "Hey, Kojo," and start hugging you and rubbing myself all over you. Meanwhile, Odame is like a son to me. Me and him, we are like that. If the moment I see him, whether in church or on the street, I can just open my arms and hug him. And I'm a big hugger. But because of what I know, I do it with people who I am on those terms with. Right. Me and you, we are like that. Okay, and that's the principle. Now, if I get to know you as good as I know Samuel Odame, I probably will hug you and you hug me and we will have a problem, unless, of course, you let me know that you don't appreciate that. Okay, yes. So these are the practical ways in which you can check yourself, whether you're in the workplace or outside. Okay, let me respect the other person. Once I establish a certain kind of relationship with them, we know we are cool. There's no unwanted, there's no unwelcome, and that means there's no case.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I mean, I guess that's definitive. And I think it's a very good point on which to end, clearing any ambiguities from the minds of those with questions. I want to thank you both, Dr. Angela Dramina-Boaji, Executive Director of the ARC Foundation, and Martin Kpebu, Ghanaian lawyer of prominence. We thank you both for your time with us this morning and the education as well. Listen, in just a moment, we'll take your calls because this is your show. We want to know what you think, what you want to learn, what experiences you have had. Especially if you're a lady, we want to know, how do you deal with it? If a man makes an unwelcome approach to you, or says something that you consider to be harassment, how do you deal with it? Is it always easy to speak up? If it's not easy, why so? Let's learn from each other. Now, are you tired of the daily commute to work during rush hour? Or maybe you're planning a girls' night out and you need a reliable ride. Or perhaps you need to deliver an important parcel and you want to get there on time. Whatever your reason for commuting, Access Bank and Uber have got you covered. With the Access Bank Visa card, you can now enjoy 30% off your Uber rides, and that's 30%. Use the promo code Access Ride Savings to enjoy affordable, convenience, and cheaper rides, even on a limited budget. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to save big on your daily commute. Go to ghana.accessbankplc.com or go to social media and learn more and start enjoying and saving on your Uber rides like never before. Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit made from real cereal and packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. Kojo, this biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I'm talking about McBerry Breakfast Cereal. McBerry Breakfast Cereal biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, nutritious, and affordable. It's made with whole grain oats, packed with fiber, and real cereals with less sugar. Worry no more. With McBerry Breakfast Cereal, your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware of imitation though. Remember, go for the original McBerry Breakfast Cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry Breakfast Cereal, goodness for your morning. This advert is FDA approved.
That's right. And we've got some goodness for your morning with phone calls after these.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Say share betting. Games are hold on. Pay out in so. Bet better man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents Naked in Bed, an original Able White play.
Your mother said you are calling off the wedding. Where? My dress is ready and I must wear it. Drinks have been bought and I must drink it. Big men are coming and I must grab one. Where?
Vicky stumbled upon something and she's jumping to the wrong corner.
Don't find him. I caught him in bed with my friend Mercedes. Jesus. No, she said Mercedes, not Jesus.
Venue, National Theatre. Date, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time, 1 show on Fridays at 7 p.m. 2 shows on Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 shows on Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rates 150 Ghana cedis. For tickets, dial *365 *535#. WhatsApp 050-554-6010 or visit all usual outlets. Sponsors GCB Bank, Gino Tomato Mix, Ebony Condoms, and M Notify.
Roverman Production. Be the difference.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
The voters registration exercise 2023 is here with us now.
The Electoral Commission is making preparations for voters registration exercise from 12th September to 2nd October 2023. to enable citizens who have turned 18 years or persons who have not previously registered to visit the EC office in their district and register as a voter ahead of the upcoming district level elections 2023. The registration exercise is in line with the Commission's mandate to compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. Every eligible Ghanaian should visit the EC office in their district and present their Ghana card or passport for inclusion in the voters register. Applicants who do not have a Ghana card or passport are required to bring 2 persons who are already registered voters to guarantee their registration. Do not register again if you have lost your voter ID card. Replacement of voter ID cards will start from 3rd October 2023 after the registration exercise. Transfer of votes will also be done from 3rd October to 9th October 2023. It is a criminal offense for a guarantor to guarantee for more than 10 people, non-Ghanaians and persons who are not 18 years of age. Guarantors who violate this provision will be prosecuted. The voters' registration exercise is part of efforts to ensure credible, transparent, and peaceful elections in Ghana. Register to vote. Your vote is your power.
The voters' registration exercise 2023 is here with us now.
9:32 on the Super Morning Show. You're welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We've got a very, very important conversation with some friends of ours coming up, okay? So the headmistress of Christ the King International School is here with us, as well as the chairperson, so top brass of the school, are here to tell us about the Family Fun Day, which is happening tomorrow. Yeah, if you were not listening to us this morning, you might have been missing out on this amazing event. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment. But first, Latina Travel and Tours want you to take advantage of these 2 things they are doing. The first one is that they've got 2 trips to Israel in October and again in November. Each one will last 7 days, and the rates are really, really good, all inclusive. The second thing is that the CalBank Women Banking trip to Turkey and Dubai will be happening from the 11th till the 16th of October. Now, this one is for all CalBank clients or prospective clients. You can go and visit and engage with the Turkish business community. Okay, you can talk about business sectors like pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverages, as well as construction equipment and medical equipment, among others. So listen, limited spaces are available on these trips, so call Tina now on 0244 260 789. All right, now I'm excited. One of the best schools in Ghana is represented here on our show today, and we're very happy to have them. The headmistress is Portia, and I hope I get your middle name right, Felice?
Felice.
Yes, Portia Felice Mensah. I was wondering whether it was Spanish. I was going to say Felice. No, it's Felice, right? Yes, that's Madame. That's the headmistress of Christ the King International School. And she's here with her chairperson of the board, and that's Audrey Sintim. What a pleasure to meet you both. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're so happy you're here.
Thanks for having us.
Indeed. And you've got this really exciting thing happening tomorrow, right? The Family Fun Day. Why don't you tell us about it? Why have you decided to do this fair for kids and the community?
Actually, this is a fair that has been organized by Christ the King School for a number of years now. Oh. And it's a fair that's organized by the PTA of the school. And the aim is to just bring family, friends of the students, and the general public, the community together in a manner that is relaxed, for us all to have fun, get to know each other outside of regular school hours, outside of dropping kids in the morning at the car park, and just relax and have fun. And invite the entire community to come and have fun with us and get to know us better as well.
Oh, that sounds good. Is there like a cause behind it? Are you trying to pursue some noble cause with it, raise some funds or something?
Exactly. Christ the King International School has come a long way. This year, the school is 67 years old, and the old structures still exist.
Yeah, wow.
And we are looking at refurbishing our ICT lab. We have started redeveloping Christ the King. The first phase is almost over, and very soon 12 classes will be moving into the new building. And we are looking for funds to start with the second phase. We're also looking at motivating our teachers. You know, we cannot overlook their invaluable support that they give to our students over the years. And we are looking at getting funds to motivate our teachers. We are also looking at getting some funds to use as seed money to get a bus for the school. Yes, so Family Fun Day, we are calling on alumni to come support us. And if those out there, as I mentioned earlier when I visited you for the first time, if somebody would right away get us a school bus, we'll be so delighted.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I am really looking forward to that.
Yeah, and it's certainly within the realms of possibility with the people who listen to our show.
Yes, so because we have alumni in and abroad.
Oh yes.
Yes. Yeah.
If you just joined us, we're talking to the headmistress of Christ the King, Madam Portia Felice Mensah. She's here with the board chair, Audrey Sintim, and they're talking about what's happening tomorrow, the Family Fun Day. Let's talk more about tomorrow. What exactly are some of the activities and things that people can enjoy on the day?
So tomorrow is going to be really exciting. We have food and drinks. We have activities as well. And if you'll permit me, I'd just like to list a few of the things that are going to be available. We're going to have Farmer Nee selling organic vegetables. We'll have Healthy Concepts providing grills and fresh juice. There's MDBA Agency who will be providing all sorts of fries like fried yam, kiliwili, sweet potatoes, chicken wings, you name it. Juicy Mini Pancakes will also be there providing pancakes and waffles. Junkies Burgers is going to be representing. Pizza Man will be there. Pinocchio Ice Cream. The beverage company will also be there to provide slushies, mocktails and smoothies. We'll have Pex Granola providing granola parfait, shito, you name it. Ali Snacks will also be there with various foreign snacks and treats. Thumbs Up Eatery will be providing jollof fried rice. Anadel Enterprise will have an Indomie station. Kitchen Aroma will have delicious wache. There'll be Roberts providing us with assorted kebabs. We'll also have Crafty Bakers with assorted pastries, Goldie Foods with cereals and local snacks. We'll have Crunchy Delights with some delicious corn dogs. Then Sweet Tooth Mashke will also be there, serving mashed kenke. And the PTA is actually going to be providing assorted flavored popcorn, fan milk, and various bottled drinks and water. Aside that, we also have other vendors who are going to be selling different types of goods. We have Nova Wellness Center, who will be giving mini seated massages, as well as sale of assorted spinal health related items. Then we'll have Nevrodac selling wax prints, kente and disposables. We'll have Readers Heaven selling kids and adults books of all sorts, both educational and fictional. We'll have Colored Yarn and more with school bags and lunch boxes. Willie Donk's Ventures will be there with cosmetics. We'll have a photo booth as well as a 360-degree camera. And then we'll have Belcan Ventures with some electricals. Aside that, Launch Reach will be there. There'll be peanut butter. There'll be African print dresses by Dew. Adishia Jewelry will be there with assorted jewelry of all kinds. Then Joy Couture International will be selling assorted clothing, perfume, shoes for both boys and girls. And adults as well. And then aside all these, there are some activities as well. So we'll have face painting, bouncy castle, trampoline, horseback riding, electronic basketball, table soccer, table tennis, giant Jenga, giant EXO, dance hall. There'll be a dance hall for a lot of boogieing, and then a flight simulation which will be handled there as well. So there's more than enough activities for everybody. But special mention, I think we gave an opportunity to Christ the King students to come up with ideas for business. And we have a few students who have come together to set up various business stations, and they will also be there. So we invite everybody, both parents of Christ the King and the general public, to come in and patronize these kids and give them a positive experience for their first entrepreneurial journey. These are Cotton Candy Corner. We'll be selling cotton candy. We have Case Goodies, who will be selling banana cake, jam, fruit sticks. We also have Cute and Cool Cafe, and they'll be selling lollipops, beads, etc. Then John Michael will be there with an archery station, and so please everybody come and try your hands on that. And then Edna's Corner will be selling condensed milk toffees, pebbles, and cocoyam chips. Grandpa will be selling beads, which she's made herself. And then the game center, 2 or 3 gentlemen will be handling a game center where PS5 and all manner of games will be available for people who are interested.
Wow, how utterly entrepreneurial of them.
Yes.
And that's such an extensive list. It's a proper fun fair, real carnival atmosphere. You should have seen my face when you were going through the food. Madam Chairperson, I put it to you that you have made me hungry. We're talking to Christ the King. The headmistress herself is here with the chairperson, and they're telling us all about the Family Fun Day, which is tomorrow. Now, this is all for a very good cause. So, listen, I want to give you the opportunity to, before you tell us how to get tickets, give us the opportunity to, give us a reason, that one reason that we should all be there, invite everybody, and, of course, encourage those who can donate to do so. I'm sure you have some sponsors as well you might want to acknowledge.
Exactly.
Let's give you the chance to do all that.
Exactly. You wake up in the morning, you go to work every day. You are so busy with work.
Yeah, bro.
It is time to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm calling on my parents to stop everything tomorrow and come to Christ the King International School with their children to have fun. It is Family Fun Day. Don't come and drop the children and go. We want to see the parents walking in with the children.
Fantastic.
And we are inviting alumni to also come. In fact, you have to make good use of this opportunity because we are demolishing some of the old structures to start with the phase 2. So if you don't come and take your pictures tomorrow, you wouldn't come and meet your classrooms again. So we are calling all of you to come patronize whatever will be on sale tomorrow so that we can achieve our objective.
Let's hear about those sponsors quickly.
So we want to acknowledge Etches by Odako Multimedia Group. You have done phenomenal. IT Solvers, African Regent Hotel, VG2 Construction. And in fact, my parents, they have surprised me.
Wow.
The envelopes keep coming.
Yes.
And today is the final day. I'm calling all of them to submit all the envelopes. And I would also want to pay tribute to my local manager and the entire Christ the King parish for their enormous contributions towards the first phase of the redevelopment of Christ the King.
No doubt you're going to have a fantastic day tomorrow. We wish you the very, very best. Portia Felice Mensah is the headmistress of Christ the King International School, and Audrey Sintim is the chairperson of the board. Thank you both so much for your time with us.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent. It's the Super Morning Show. There's more after these.
Litina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into any Cowbank branch or Litina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
Yefemule, Yefemula, Yefemule, Yefemula, Yefemonye.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
We need you to read all of this in the next 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
All the goals, flashes and moments. All of Rashford, Salah and Saka. All 380 games, all in HD. Available in all the languages you want, on all the devices you enjoy. Choose the bouquet you want from all the options available. The Premier League, all on DSTV.
Better bet to play together. MyBet.com.gh. Play for fun, enjoy the game. MyBet.com.gh. Join today on Apollo spending. MyBet.com.gh. Come together, make we play. MyBet.com.gh. Say share betting. Yes, simple. Games are hold on. Yes, simple. Pay out in so. Yes, simple. MyBet, man. Yes, simple. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. MyBet.com.gh.
MyBet. Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244-260-789 or 0558-120400 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. E no bath, e no chop. When e vanish for your area for 2 weeks, you no get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Yefemule, Yefemula, Yefemule, Yefemula, Yefemonye.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
On the 9th of September, there will be a face-off. It's the Fantipe Madisadel Fan Day Games.
Join us with your family and friends at the Ghana Armed Forces Sports Complex, Bermakam, as we compete in golf, tennis, soccer, table tennis, basketball, and many more for the trophies and bragging rights from 7 a.m. till you drop. At Disco, are you ready? Kwaboche, are you ready? Get your tickets for 50 Ghana cedis and rep your school or college with a t-shirt for only 100 Ghana cedis. Dial short code *713 *8741 hash to get yours ahead or purchase at the gate. This is proudly brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, Margins Group, Sparkles Water, Casaproco Company Limited, Vanguard Life Assurance, and Accra Brewery Limited. Media partners: Joy 99.7 FM, Joy Prime, Metro TV, and Daily Graphic. Beyond the rivalry, uniting through sports. Eagle B.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show. It's Friday. And listen, for those of you who missed the Christ the King conversation, here's how you can buy tickets for their family fun day. Okay, use the hashtag *713 *906 hash. Okay, that's *713 *906 hash. You can get tickets for 20 Ghana cedis today or 25 Ghana cedis tomorrow. All right, Latina Travel and Tours says you've got some exciting packages for your travel between now and December. Okay, you can either go to Israel in October or in November. 7-day trips, very, very affordable. Or you can go to the Cowbank Women Banking trip to Turkey and Dubai. That's in October from the 11th until the 16th. You can go and interact with business people on pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, construction, medical equipment, and so forth. Limited places are available on all of these trips. So call Tina on 0244 260 789.
Now, residents and potential residents of Tema, Shaman, Michelle, Campefenia, Dowenya, and also Pram, Chokpoli, Ningwa. There's also Sprinters Road too, anyway. This is your good news. Today is Friday. Exactly a week from today is the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. It will be at your doorstep. This is the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, Tema. The venue is the Tema Municipal Assembly's premises, and it's from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on each of those days, Friday to Sunday, 15th to the 17th. You don't forget about the dates. Just keep in mind next week Friday. That's what's going to happen. There'll be a lot of exhibition. Of course, if you also want to exhibit your product, can call 0540 110 389 or 0244 260 653. This is being done in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the planned city extension project from Cities and Habitats. And of course, you've heard the sponsorship: Elegant Homes, Global Lightning, Syntex, and all the great sponsors we have.
Lovely. Listen, it's Bigo time with Bigo. No wahala for the occasion. All kinds of amazing flavors for Bigo drink, like cocktail, cola, apple, lemon, lime, orange. You can get them in 16 packs or 20 packs. Okay, infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated with a bottle of your favorite flavor. Bigo drinks, another quality product from Twillium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
Kojo, you know Mula, right?
I know Mula, Papa.
Yes. People are winning some Mula. Ubeti is not in the head. Anyway, are you ready to part of the several winners who are winning some good cash? Game Pack Limited, the newest lottery operator in Ghana, brings you the Pick 4 game. Pick up your phones and dial *96946 hashtag on all networks and select 4 numbers from 0 to 9. You can also play on our website via gamepackgames.com. Android users can download our app from the website gamepackgames.com. Watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. every single day from Monday to Sunday. And let's play this game and cash out on some good moolah. Game Pack Games. More moolah, more power. Yes. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority. Of course, if you're under 18, don't try.
Yeah. All right, look, this is what I love about MTN. They don't only look out for their regular customers, but for the business customers as well. You can now get Momo for Business. so that you can accept payments from over 15 million Momo customers. Okay, all you need is a business registration certificate, your Ghana card. You dial star 5051 hash and follow the prompts, or apply online. momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You get a reference number, and then you can use that to track your application. Enjoy secure transactions thanks to MTN Momo today. The application is free. Don't pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, which is on Play Store and App Store.
So, in a collaborative effort to inspire change, Joy News and an amalgam of professional associations in Ghana present a public lecture for a transformative socio-political agenda. We go down memory lane, 1993 to present. Has this democracy delivered a health dividend for Ghanaians? The speaker is our very own ever distinguished Kwame Sapon, a CEDU panelist, professionals in the healthcare sector and consumers like Kojo Jansen of Healthcare Services, and chairman and the moderator will be Mauku Afajinu. This is 18th of September. Keep that date in mind, and to be at the British Council and also online anyway. The time will be 6:30 p.m. We will inspire you to act in the interest of this country.
I will be inspired. I'm already inspired. Now, also, I hope you're inspired to go to the Kingdom Books and Stationery Back to School promotion, where you can get 10 to 15% off between now and the 31st of October. All of the Kingdom Books and Stationery school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, and so much more. Every branch is doing it in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. So call 0302 764 101 for more information, or email info@kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions abaze apply. All right, it's been a wonderful week together. So sad to say goodbye, but of course we need to go rest for the weekend. We're back on Monday with more on the Super Morning Show. I leave you in the hands of the tame DJ Wobete, Ghana's highest paid DJ. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Pastor Donzi, and I bring you greetings from the Church of Christ. This is the day, a new day the Lord has made.